Trojan family, Trojan gang. What it do, y'all? What it do, y'all, man? Back with another one. And it's the California sunshine in the springtime. You really? Well, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing today, man? Wait till some of y'all come on in here. Gotta talk USC ball, man. Gotta talk this kid Mai Brown too. I mean, I don't know if y'all seen, but before his commitment, they upgraded him to a 5-star. It's gonna be official on Monday. So this gonna be the second 5-star of this USC class. Told y'all we was gonna start getting picky. I told y'all locking up SoCal and all out-of-state talent is 5-star level. You know what I'm saying? So we got 2-5. I wonder what it's gonna boost us up at, because I know we was ranked number 3. What's up with it, Wealth? I know we was ranked number 3 in the recruiting rankings. He get bumped up to a 5-star, which he is. They said they're gonna bump him up to a 5-star on Monday, right? I think that's gonna put us at the number 1 class or the number 2 class. Let's get on Mekai Brown. You know what I like about this kid though? No theatrics. You know what I'm saying? Seem humble, down to earth. And we recruiting them great kids. That's what I'm starting noticing besides the talent. You know, we going to get the talent. But we recruiting great kids right now. And I like his personality. Even keel, simple, like old school. He remind me of an old school throwback player. Dog said he go put his head down, do his job. Heard he a smart kid too. What up, Red Fox? What up, Trojan first? Yeah, I could tell he got a good head on his shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Got a good head on his shoulder. I mean, and that's why he was recruited by everybody too. You know, he a 5-star athlete. But, you know, we was in the race with Ohio State, Notre Dame, and Texas A&M. You know what I'm saying? Texas A&M be almost in every race. Right? They be having the bag. So we are recruiting teams that's known for bag chasers. We are recruiting teams who recently won national championships. We are recruiting teams that we lost to. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter, man. These kids, like, man, I believe what was going on at USC, and I'm coming. And I told y'all, I said, man, okay, I heard it was down to us and Notre Dame really his top 2. So I'm like, man, I know this kid from Connecticut. I know a few Connecticut dudes. They always go to New York. They always want to go be in New York. Like, you know what I'm saying? Them dudes are like city type dudes. So I knew when it came down to Notre Dame and SC, I'm like, yeah, we got that. Like, I can't see a Northeast kid or an East Coast Connecticut kid going to South Bend. I knew he was coming to LA. And then on top of that, since he got a gray head on his shoulders, the academics play a part too. You know what I'm saying? USC got a great education, Notre Dame too, but USC ain't lacking at that either. So I seen this commitment coming for a while, you know what I'm saying? And it was only a matter of time. Now, I'm going to break down the scouting report for this kid, and then we're going to watch some film, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we probably could do that at the same time, right? We're going to watch some film on the kid. We're going to break down this game. Man, y'all know how I do over here at Carter Sports. Y'all know how the recruiting videos go. So what we gonna do is, man, we just gonna do a live recruiting video behind the scenes. You did? You know what I'm saying? We gonna do a live recruiting video behind the scenes. I'm gonna tee this kid up. We gonna talk about him. I'm gonna break him down. Then we gonna get to the rambling, the trolling. You know what I'm saying? The barbershop talk in a minute. I'm going to drop the link in the chat. You know what I'm saying? See my boy Chris in the chat. J Dubs. the SEC, all the power shifting to the big. All the power shifting to the big because it's an NIL game now. And then USC, the power, I mean, shit, the power gonna shift over here because what we doing too. And but the playing field just been evened up, y'all. So it's like once the playing field be evened up, it's gonna be more kids spread out. It's gonna be more kids choosing the better universities, right? The better locations. So once you even that out, the SEC losing when it comes to education and location compared to the Big Ten, they is. What's up, Chris? So
What's good, bro?
man, this another day, another dollar for USC. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. We've been waiting on you, man. Hey, what can we say, man?
Hey,
Hey, USC is
hey,
on it.
look, we building a super team.
USC is on it, man. This
Yeah.
26 and 26. I mean, it's been a long time since I can remember that we've had this type of class back to back, and that's what it takes. To especially in the NIL era to stack that talent because you're gonna lose some, but when you bring in this type of talent, you know what I'm saying? You still gonna have some that can come in and play and they give you that depth.
Right. I know you, yeah, just like you said, you need to stack it back to back. I was saying that this 26 class, it could kind of go to waste if we don't back that up with a great 27 class too.
All
The
right, and a
26,
28. Yeah.
yeah. So the
I
26
want to say
class,
that, man, and we don't talk about it because it wasn't top five, top one but it started with the 25 class. You know what I'm saying? With getting the Jakeem Stewarts, the Floyd cars and that type of stuff like that. That 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 was the start of it. I can remember back when
mhm.
Clemson won their first national championship, and the players from Clemson on championship night. You know what they said when they got up there on the mic, and they got the MVPs and the linebacker. They was like, "Man, this is for the Tosh boys. This is for all the people who didn't get here, but that started that." Because I understand it had to start somewhere. It's gonna be some people who, I hate to quote MLK, don't see the promised land, but it has to start somewhere, right? The start of it. And it's gonna be some people who don't make it and who don't get there, but we can't forget. And that 25 class to me, like, was the start of it. And we everything is clicking with Chad Bowden, Jennifer Cohen. Like, everything is clicking right now, man. We got all the right people in the right positions, and we see the result of it.
Exactly. But I ain't it even exceeding your expectation at this point though. At this point, I didn't think we
So
would be able to be recruit like this without making it to the playoffs. And every
I
commit.
it's not exceeding my expectation for the simple fact that I knew a big part of this era and why we're not recruiting and why we were not doing what we was doing with, since Lincoln Riley been there has been because our NIL has been so bad. And if you're going into it and NIL is a big part of it, and your NIL is not in structure, you don't have a GM and people who know how to manage it and do that, then because even before Bowden got her and the NILs together, I mean, we were getting 5-star guys to recruit. We were just losing them a week and two later when they go somewhere else and they was getting more money. So it's not exceeding my expectation, but it's to the point that it lets me know that our infrastructure and all that's together. And now that our infrastructure is together and USC is all in on the NIL thing, and I understand USC, right, after having that sanction with the Bush stuff and all that, to kind of say, hey, before we go all in on this, let's see what NIL and where this is going, because you don't want to experience another sanction, right? While other people, they were just like, hey, we going all in and we'll deal with it later. And so I'm not going to say exceeding my expectation because I know the limitations we had prior to January of 2025.
Now, I'm just saying in the sense like just my mind. Like I expect us to get every recruit. Like we really getting almost everything we want. Like 90% of every player we want that we target, and we come down to they top 2 and 3, and they making a decision. They picking us. I
Well,
thought
here's the thing. Like, take NIL out of it. I feel like we would get these players off the fact that we're in California. It's the Coliseum. We got the new facilities. It's USC, and we've never had a problem recruiting. Our problem with recruiting really started with the sanctions and in NIL. And so it's not exceeding my expectations because I always felt like if we can get NIL together, we can get the right general manager and people in place who know how to manage the NIL because now everybody's on the equal playing field. It's not everybody says NIL. It's not just about money. It's about facilities. It's about the way of life. It's about, if you come here, all the things we can offer you, school wise, education outside of that, right? Like I'm somebody who's born and bred. I live and die San Diego, 619. So I know all about California. I moved here for college. And there's nothing to do where I live, right? San Diego, you can go to the beach, you can go to the malls. I mean, you can do all type of stuff, and you ain't even got to spend them. It's just like it's so much to do here. You ain't doing nothing but hiking and fishing, and I don't do none of that. So it's like we're the equal. Now that we got our NIL together, it's an equal playing field as far as money wise. Now all the other stuff matters, if that makes sense.
Nah, yeah,
Hey,
it's
Chris,
basically.
can y'all hear me?
What's up,
Am I
Jay?
in? Hey, what's going on? What's going on?
What's up with it?
Who is that?
This JA.
Oh, what's up, my guy? Yeah. You get my ticket. Send my email. You get off this call and send my
I got
email,
you,
man. I'm
bro.
coming to Carter. I'm locked in with JA. Hey, man. Hey, I'll be at the Oregon game, baby. We connecting.
Okay,
Hey,
for sure. Then it's gonna be a Trojan party then.
I'm gonna
Yeah. Hotel, plane, all that's taken care. I'm waiting on my man Jay. Hey, we locked in, baby. We tailgating and going to the game.
I got you, man. No problem. Hey, Carter, I'm gonna put him right over there. We're gonna put him right over there where. Remember when you came over at the 50? Yeah. We'll be right there. Yeah, at the
Ooh,
Oregon
that's
game.
sweet. That's sweet.
That's that. And Jay, I ain't gonna plug you because I don't want to put your business out there and all that. But if you want to, Carter, you can go ahead, or Jay can plug himself. I'm gonna just let y'all know I'm taking care of with Jay. Hey, I'm gonna be at the Oregon game, so I'm gonna leave
Oh
it at
yeah,
that.
that's all good. He already know.
Yeah, you
Carter know.
cool with Jay, brother.
Well, you are, man. Yeah, because the ticket's gonna be. Shoot, man, I'm thinking about buying more. They so cheap. Like, well, not cheap, but
Now
because
I'm gonna tell you, Jay. I'm gonna tell you this. I was about to buy them tickets last night off Ticketmaster and all that, and I was gonna be a nosebleed, and it was pushing above 600. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. So if y'all if you want to put your services out there, you put your service out there to the nation. I'm not. Just make
oh
sure
no,
I
it's
get.
good. Like
You
if
just
you
make. You just make. Wait. Before you do that, you just make sure you send me my email so I can
I got you. No, I got it.
get
I'm on
me
the road
locked
right
in.
now. I'm driving. So it's all good, man. Like I just think the with SC, the reason why a lot of the reason why they've always been scared. Every program has been scared for years. Not even programs, conferences have been scared because it's a perfect storm going to SC. Like you even see what man. We're about to start just running off number one recruiting class, number one, number two, number three, like how it was with the Pete Carroll days. Even way back in the day, I guess when we had the John Robinsons, they didn't really have the rankings and stuff like that. But to where everybody wants to come. Just look what we're doing with the women's basketball. Like even our
Number one.
baseball team is looking
Hey,
better.
I don't mean to cut. I don't mean to cut in, Jay. Props out to women's basketball, number one class. So USC has a number one class, and then we just got another six for this incoming freshman class, and we killing it in the portal. We just got that six.
Yeah, they got like one of
We
the
just
top
got a
people in the
6'6".
portal.
Yep, and we just got a 6'6". now, and we got another player today, a 6'6" big.
See.
Carter, you were saying we needed size. We all agreed and all that. We just got another 6'6" big that her thing is rebounding and rebounding the defense. We don't need her for scoring, but what we got, we gonna have the top three number one players in the nation in the last 3 years at our 1, 2, and 3. And we hey, it's
Right.
on.
And we
Right.
got more 5-stars. It's like 2 other 5-stars coming in that's gonna play next year. It's gonna be ridiculous. They're gonna be running all ships. Like Juju, she probably get because she got 3 more years left, right? She might run 3 shifts by the time she leaves.
Yes, sir.
They
Nah,
already
bro.
had her.
Juju only got 1 year left. I mean, well, 2 years if she decides to stay. Yeah, 2 years if she decides to stay.
No,
Remember,
she got a red shirt. Oh yeah,
Now,
2
yeah,
years.
I'm
You're right.
saying. So she played freshman and sophomore. She sat out this year, and she has to come back because of her age this year for the WNBA rules. So she has 2 years left if she decides to stay another year.
Which she probably will because they win the shit next year. You already know that NIL at SC. I don't know if everybody heard, but they done got like another $250 million for
Yeah.
for.
Well, here's the thing about here's the thing about Juju. You can take her NIL out of it, and she's still gonna be a millionaire. She signed with Nike. She got all these deals. She's on these commercials. So really, if her staying in college, she's making way more money than the top player in the WNBA anyway, just because of her endorsements. So,
man, I'm trying to work with. I know some of her people. I'm trying to work with her a deal to buy some furniture from me and put it on her IG. Like, hey, just go ahead and drop a nigga story on the IG. I'll give it to you damn near free for that advertising. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. Man, it's gonna be big, bro. Like we're moving to a whole nother level. Like Carter, like you said, I heard earlier, the kid is he's gonna get moved to a 5-star coming up next week. And when you heard him talk for his commitment, it was like, oh, I see the type of kids they're getting. They're getting well-educated kids, come from good families, or even, they may even come from like, a lesser fortunate family, but the kids got good head on their shoulders, sound-minded. That's what you want. That's what's going to change the game.
It got to be that locker room. It got to be the right kid to fit the locker room fit. Like, we building a certain type of program with a certain type of kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's not only getting talent. It's about getting the right talent.
That's it, Carter. And more than that, his decision was made 2 months ago. He committed today, but his decision was made 2 months ago.
Yeah,
they did an interview with him, and they said, "When did you know you?" He said 2 months ago. When he said 2 months ago, I came. He said, and this is to Chad Bowden and Lincoln Riley, right? His sponsor when he came was Luke Wafel, somebody who's from the East Coast. And he said, man, Luke Wafel showed me around. He talked to me. He came all the way from the East Coast. He said, it lets me know that if they're recruiting outside of California, they really want me because of the talent that they're bringing in California. If they're coming all the way to the East Coast, they really want me. They see my value. They had me with Luke Wafel. He said Luke Wafel was instrumental, right? Another kid who come from the East Coast. So Luke Wafel helped recruit him as far as like, oh man, it's straight here. They're gonna take care of you. I know it's a long way from home. That type of stuff.
Right. Shout out to Luke Wafel. That's what we need. That's what happens when you recruit the right kids. Like, you recruit the right kids, they gonna help you recruit and even make your recruiting stronger. Gonna make it feel like a family thing. They gonna bond. It's gonna be an easy decision. It really gonna be the place to be. Now, I know some of the fans probably ain't familiar with this kid, so I'm gonna get into some of his film. I'm gonna show y'all some of his film.
Carter, before you say it, can I say something? Because I might have to drop off.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, am I free to speak? Because this is your channel, and I don't want to say anything.
No, go ahead.
All right. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about this kid that stood out to most of me. This kid wants to be here. It wasn't a highest bidder thing or all that other stuff. He fell in love with USC, the culture, the coaches, what they can, as far as development, things like that. Somebody in the chat had put earlier, oh, but we don't want to spend, and this is nothing against this kid. We don't want to spend money on Marcus Facuto. And here's the thing. If it comes down to the highest bidder, I'm okay with passing on the kid. Because they don't want to be here and they'll be gone in a year anyway.
Yep.
I do want him, and he would. I love his athletic ability. It has nothing to do with his talent, but it has to do with the desire and wanting to be at USC. If you look at all these kids we're getting, they're coming on campus, and like Carter always say, they're committing in the next few days. You know what I'm saying? Like, They know they want to be here. They want to be a Trojan. That's the type of players you want. If it come down to a bidding war, it's the highest price, I'm okay with passing on you because that means you're gonna be going in a year anyway, and you don't want to be here. And it's all about the money. That you're not sold on our culture, what we're trying to build, our campus, the environment, the team, and the coaches. It's all financial. And if it comes down to financial, I'm okay with passing on you because you're gonna be going in a year anyway to the next highest bidder.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna get on him like that because we don't know. People just be talking. He ain't said that out his mouth. And I'm pretty sure money will factor in. Like that don't mean that you going to the highest bidder, but it is money. So it do matter. Like, so I'm not mad if the money matters too. Like we got to consider that because we all sitting here saying like, okay, USC start recruiting at this level once we got the money. So all the money really mattered with these kids. I remember Luke Wayful, like he came at the last minute. He might was gonna go to Ohio State if they offered a bigger bag. I feel like that we had to compete with Ohio State. We had to re-offer Luke Wayful and give him even more. Even the same thing with Mark Bowman. So I ain't gonna be mad at Market because I feel like it's two players on our team that was going to heavily considered the higher bag, and that was Mark Bowman and Luke Wayful. So when I hear that, I just be like, I mean, come on, like, what are we talking about? Of course, money gonna matter some. Like, I get what you saying, Chris. You don't want a kid coming just for the money, but the money can be a tiebreaker. Like, this is life-changing money. You might not never even make it to the NFL. You could get hurt in college and lose your career. So I would still recruit Marcus, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, like, you can't go off.
I ain't saying not recruit him, but again, he's gonna be a development piece, right? Like we already talked about, he want to play in USC. See him as an inside guy or doing both, right? So there's a lot of factors going into it. So if and we keep hearing reports and stuff where he's not from California, he's from Alaska. And originally he didn't want to play in California. He wanted to go to colder weather, stuff he used to, and like all these other things like that. I'm saying with all the totality of what's going on, the hot and cold and this and that, and me seeing what Chad Bowden has done and thinking what Chad Bowden's philosophy is, I don't know the great chances of this kid being recruited. I mean, coming to USC. Because Chad Bowden's not going to wait. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like we going to offer him what we feel he worth and going to leave it at that. But how my mic sound? Do my mic sound funny?
Nah, you sound good. And I agree with Jamie Perez in the comments. That's what it seems like to me too, Jamie.
What do you say?
Yeah, I mean, and forgive me if I'm not saying your name right.
What, NIL's a factor?
No, Jamie Perez, it says market. He says it doesn't want to be a Trojan. It's obvious.
I mean, he locked in the official visit. And look, think about it, y'all. If Chad Bowden and them think he all about money, I don't think they'll schedule the official.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we gonna get back to that. Hold on. I'm finna get in some of the tape, break this kid down real quick, and then we could get back to chopping it up. But I wanna show this kid his little props and respect. You know what I'm saying? Break down this game to the people who don't be on it, don't know the high school players. So let me bring up some of his film. We gonna be mean on the edge, him on one side and Wayful on the other. I mean, come on, like it's gonna be tremendous over there. Hold on, let me put this on the screen.
Chris, you get my email?
Hold up, real quick.
Chris still on or no?
Yeah, he got his mic on mute though.
Nah, I'm still on, but if I go check my email, like I'm on my phone right now, if I go get out of here and check, it's gonna kick me out.
Oh, it'll drop out. Yeah, I just sent it to you right now. That's everything for the Oregon game.
Right. All right, I'm gonna get.
I'm telling you, we gonna sit. It's gonna sit good.
Chris, how
you already in that thing for Oregon? Huh?
Yeah, me and Mark is going to the Oregon game.
Hey,
All right.
Carter, I told Jay earlier, he was like, me, you, I said, well, Carter already got tickets. I don't know if he's going to be right by us, but he'll be there. So,
Carter already know how I
Hey,
do.
look, I'm gonna come early this time.
Okay. Yeah, because I think
I can make
he
the
got
tailgate.
make the tailgate, and I think he got my brother was saying he got like 40, 50 people. 40, he buying like a lot of 40, 50 tickets. So remember for the Michigan game going on the field,
Right.
we'll be able to do that probably for the Oregon game and the Ohio State game because
hey,
it's just
Carter,
because
Carter,
Yeah.
you gotta talk us through it because it's if I was on YouTube, maybe it'll go a little fast, but like the video is kind of
It's choppy.
yeah. So you go ahead and talk us through what's going on.
yeah, it is choppy.
Oh yeah. He making plays. You feel me? Let me see. Shedding the block, getting to the back. Well, that block is moved out the way. I'm just break down this game though real quick. So we all know, like, if y'all don't know, the kid, he's 6'6", I think about like 245 right now. You know what I'm saying? He out of Connecticut, Greenwich. Was a 4-star, now he a 5-star. So he got that prototypical long and twitchy frame. You know what I'm saying? His height and wingspan is just massive, especially for a high school junior. It was scary about him. He's still growing, right? Providing a significant advantage in obstructing passing lanes. He swatted a lot of balls. He know how to shed block. He know how to use his length. What I also like about him though is scouts. They like his motor. They love his motor. He played with high intensity from the first snap to the last. That's in his scout report. Like, so I love that, especially when we talking about players in the trenches, right? A player in the trench, he got to have that high motor. And he a great athlete in the trenches too. He's a high level basketball player too. He got that vertical explosiveness, like he could come down the lane and yam on you, like. So he got jumping ability. He just a great athlete down there. He just ain't strength and big. He an athlete, got great body mechanics. His strength is his elite burst, right? His first step is arguably his best weapon. He beat a lot of kids just on the first step, right? Allowing him to win the corner against tackles before they even set their feet. He got great lateral agility for his size. His ability to change direction in the open field is significant. He known for chasing down ball carriers. He sideline to sideline with it. And then he just got that versatility too. He got the athleticism to drop in coverage. But you know, we USC fans, we don't want to hear about no lineman dropping in coverage. But he could do that if asked to do. He got areas for the development, like as every player do coming out of high school. You know what I'm saying? He could sometimes play with that high pad level, especially being at 6'6", what can make him easier to block. He can refine his hand usage, his hand fighting techniques, learning how to use his long arms to strike and disengage from offensive linemen, so he can add to his speed game and his strength. He got frame growth. Like I said, he's 6'6", and he like 240. So he got the frame to easily add another 30, 40 pounds of muscle without losing, significant speed. So his projection really, he a 3-down defender. He ain't got to come off the field. He got that high motor. And, hey, he's a 5-star, high level of talent, and a kid with his head on his shoulders right. You know what I'm saying? So the main thing I like about him is his motor. You know what I'm saying? That's to me, that separates a lot of defensive linemen. The ones that refuse to quit. You feel me? The ones that refuse to be blocked. He's one of those.
Oh, go ahead, Carter. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I just wanted to do a quick breakdown on him, but yeah.
No, it's same breakdown on him. And to the people watching, I don't know if they seeing what I'm saying, but I'm on my phone and I'm in the call.
I see
so
it too. It look choppy too. Like,
oh, okay.
Maybe my service or something.
So go back and watch his film, and what I seen for film is exactly what you said. His quickness. I seen something different. He's good. The only thing I see different is that he's very good with his hands and getting off blocks, but most of all, it's his quickness. You call it a motor. It's the same word. It's the same definition, but a different word. And what I like to use is his desire, right? Mm-hmm. Anytime desire don't match desire, disaster happens. And his desire to get to the quarterback, his desire to make a play you can see it on every play. And a lot of times that's what it come down to, right? When you get to college, you're gonna be playing against people that's bigger than you, same size, right? When you're a defensive end, they're gonna be bigger than you, they're gonna weigh a little. It's at the end, it's all about desire, right? And if that offensive lineman desire don't match your desire to get to the quarterback to block you, that's when disaster happens. And you call it a motor, I call it desire. That's what I'm looking for. What does your desire look like, right? How bad you want to get there? How bad you want to make a play? How bad you want to stop it? And his desire in his film and his tape, I mean, it's great. And like you said, his speed and coming off the edge is second to none at that size. And he gets up there with Coach True, and he's just a junior, right? So it's possible he could put on 10 to 15 pounds in his senior year, depending on what his diet is like and all that, and what the weightlifting is like. But True gonna put some weight on him too, and it's gonna be good weight, right? It's not gonna be belly fat, all that. And so he's still gonna have that speed with increased strength and with increased speed, and with that desire. Give me desire over talent any day. Because if talent don't got desire, it ain't no good. You know what I mean?
Right.
I want that aggressiveness. I want that desire.
Yeah.
This kid is the real deal.
He is.
And just hearing
on
him
his hand
speak.
usage, I wasn't saying that he didn't have good hand usage. It's just that he could develop more tools in the toolbox with that. Like, so most of his hands, he'll swim you and he'll push you away. Like, so it's more move to the hand usage, like reverse counters and whatnot. Like, so when you got a kid like this, you just nitpicking. Like, his hand usage ain't weak. It's just that if you looking at him as a coach, especially coming into college, you got to look at these players like, okay, what is he great at and what he can improve on. So yeah, he good at hand usage, but if you're a great D-line coach, you could be like, okay, I could add this move to it. You could add this move. You know what I'm saying? So it's just refinement. There's no player coming out of high school on a D-line that got all his refinement, got all his counters, got all his moves. Like, I ain't seen one yet. You know what I'm saying? So
none of them are a finished product.
Yeah, so it's always going to be something you can add to a defensive lineman coming out of high school. It's always going to be techniques and things, tools you could give them to be better. So that's just one of the things, like his hand usage, we can add some tools to that. Like his speed, everything else that I'm talking about, his strength, that's just his natural ability. You only could just put him in a position to use that. So as a university, I'm looking at, okay, I can improve your strength and I can improve your technique. And just like the pad level, I can improve your pad level and whatnot. So I just wanted to say, Chris, I don't know if you thought I was saying his hand usage is weak. I'm just saying in his scout report, they like it could be more refined. You know what I'm saying?
No. I get exactly what you're saying, Carter. I agree with you. And this is why I say that, right? And this is not a comp, and this is not a knock at anybody or a competition thing, but you brought up a great point. I don't know if it was last week or a couple of weeks ago, right? We don't get to see the whole spring and all that, but we get to see clips. And the clips we're seeing, you brought up a good point. One of the main things you said, we all love Luke Wafer. Luke Wafer is going to be that guy. We believe in him. But when we seen him go as a true freshman against those offensive line, and Carter brought up a good point, he's going to have to develop some other moves outside of a sure pass rush because you're not going to be able to overpower everybody at this level.
Exactly.
Right.
So that's exactly what you're saying. So, like in high school, you're seeing this and all that. And a lot of times when you're just a superior athlete, you can just dominate, right? But it's what I'm saying. When you get to the level and you playing against these big offensive linemen and people every week that's equal talent, you're going to have some extra. So I understand what you're saying. You're saying, it's not a knock on this kid. We love this kid. We want Mekai Brown. He's perfect, but these are things, and it's not just you. It's the scouting report. What I'm saying? You got to look at those things. How can we elevate your game?
Mm-hmm.
Right, because even Chris, to piggyback on what you're saying, that's one of the it's not to knock the kid because he has nothing to do with that. But I saw today where they were saying that also, he's not coming from like, one of those Texas schools or the Trinity League in Cali. Like, the competition's not as high as it, there where he's playing as it is where where it is here. Like like in those bigger
Yeah,
states or
he's
whatnot.
coming out of Connecticut.
Yeah, but I looked at his highlights. Y'all know the kid like windmill dunking.
Oh yeah, he's athletic,
Yeah.
man. Like he's
He's a
for real.
at 235, 245, 6'6", 6'7". Like what? Nah, we taking him. Come on, bring him on in.
And
Yeah.
the thing about this kid is that, I mean, I'm totally shocked that everybody kind of knew he was going to commit to USC, and he was a favorite. And even before commit, normally when somebody commit to USC, they drop their rankings and all that. And right before his commitment, they announced like, "Hey, on Monday in 3 days, you move into the number 3 overall edge rusher in the country, the number 17 player all over in the country, and you're going to be a 5-star." I was totally shocked by not because he don't deserve it, but I was shocked that they gave USC some, a
No,
USC
hey,
player.
Chris. That was before he committed.
That's what I'm saying.
They didn't know what
But
he
what
was
I'm
going to do. I don't think.
yeah, but what
If
I'm
they knew
saying
he was
is,
going to commit to USC, they would have not gave him the 5-star.
well, this is what I'm saying. Who in the world didn't think he was going to USC? We all been
That's
expecting
right.
it for
Hey,
the
that's true.
yeah. Like,
And
I
they
mean,
put in their crystal ball something
I don't think
USC
it's nobody in the
he was gonna
country
do, right?
thought they had a chance outside of USC. You know what I mean? And they even the people from their
And look, Chris,
own,
you know what it is?
even the people from their own, the
The
media
other
that get
schools was
it,
even saying it.
I'm just saying, but even I forget the ranking. I mean, I forget the people. What's the people that do the was it
247
on?
Sports or
No,
Rivals.
Rivals. He did it with the Rivals people. Even Rivals all that were crystal ball. Everybody was crystal balling the USC, so they knew previously. I'm saying, but his talent surpassed their hate for USC. Like, you can't deny this kid's talent
And you
and
know
what
what
he's
it is?
doing.
You know what it is, though, Chris? They see the level at USC recruiting that they can't do that no more. They're gonna be looking stupid. Right?
Exactly.
Like
That's exactly what
they
it is.
can't like they can't do it
Like
no
you
more.
got
They seen last year class. They're gonna lose credibility if they keep doing that the way we recruiting, brother. So in its
Facts,
essence, they gotta
facts,
do it. In
facts.
essence, they gotta do it. So, but I just want to say one thing when you brought up Luke Wayful. Yeah, because right now, Luke Wayful, he got a great get off. He gonna either get you with the get off or overpower you. So in college, you ain't gonna be over to power everybody. And then
right.
your get off ain't gonna work every time either. So you're gonna have to use counters. So that's what I see with Luke Wayful. His get off A+, his power even A+, or have that potential. But if he gonna be the double digit sack type dude, he gonna have to add counters, swim, spin moves. You know what I'm saying? But that's everybody, and it ain't a knock on Mekai either, Jay and Chris. Like every high, I've been doing the recruiting for like 2 or 3 years, and I ain't ran across a defense alignment that didn't need things he need to improve. That I ain't ran across a defense alignment out of high school that got all the tools in his toolbox. I mean, look at Luke Wayful. He was the #1 ranked player in the country, and he didn't have all the tools in his toolbox. So you ain't gonna never see a high school defensive lineman that have all the tools. Like the high schools ain't teaching at that level. You ain't got that far in your career yet. So it ain't even a bad thing. It's actually a great thing. It's actually like you doing all this and you ain't really refined. Wait till I refine you. You gonna be unstoppable. Right. So it's really a compliment.
Carter, can I say something real quick? I think that's at every position. That's at every position for a kid coming out of high school. None of them are refined.
None.
We see how they balling now, but that's a credit to great coaching to see what you got to correct when you come into the program.
Exactly. The teaching continues. It's just like going from high school to college, educational wise.
Yep.
Right? You could get straight A's in high school, right? But you still gonna need to learn in college. You still gonna have to sit and be taught some more shit to even be more educated. You feel me? Yep. So it ain't a knock. He is at that level. Okay, it's time. Okay, it's time that we refined you. You know what I'm saying? You worth this scholarship. You worth this commitment. You worth this time. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a knock at all. To me, it's a compliment. So that's why these players getting ranked so high. It's like
they're getting ranked off. They're getting ranked off really potential. And Albert Einstein said it the best, right? The day you stop learning is the day you stop growing. The day you die.
Exactly.
So at no point in your life should you stop learning because you're gonna stop growing, right? Everything is a process, right? Because it's a different level. But so that's what it is, right? But one thing I want to mention is like if you look at Jakeem Stewart and where he came out ranked, you look at
hold on, I'm gonna let you cook. Hold on, he would have been ranked number 1 too. He would have been ranked the number 1 defense.
Right. But he came out early. Yeah. But I want to look at Wingfield. Look at Waitful. Mm-hmm. You look at this kid. Boy, that defense gonna be tough.
Right. Hey, could you guys imagine they would have
if you look at where we getting the top players, especially in the trenches, which where we've been weak from since Pete Carroll left, and the level we're recruiting at now. Oh my God. Can you imagine if Jakeem Stewart stayed to a senior and Wingfield and Picard and Waitful and this kid
Chris, you forgetting one person though too.
Who that?
Who reclassified? RJ Sermon.
I'm saying on the interior.
Hey, but you
I got you, but I'm saying overall.
I know who he forgetting though. You forgetting Tom, my brother.
Tom.
Everybody want to forget about Tom. He the one. Right. Tom when he flipped from Oregon. All right, look, it was certain turning points in this USC program where I started realizing stuff.
Wait, time out.
When we got champ,
who did we? I'm forgetting somebody else. Who we got last year? That was the number 3 defensive lineman that was ranked higher than Tom from Texas.
We got Winfield.
Okay, I said him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like the level we been recruiting at in the trenches, though, Chris, we ain't even gonna need Jakeem to stay for his senior year because y'all also.
I'm just saying. Imagine like the way we recruit now in the trenches. We ain't been able to recruit like this in a long time, and that's where we've been weak at, and that's what matters on both sides of the ball. And the level that we recruit, man, I'm just saying.
No, we gonna be a nightmare in the trenches on a defensive line
and offense. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, the offense too. But I feel like this defensive line, like I feel like Jakeem, his potential, he could be a top 5 pick in Luke Waitful. You know what I'm saying? I think them potential top 5 picks right there. Then I'm saying y'all.
And you got other first rounders on there too, though, Carter. Like Floyd could be a first rounder. Jay could come out and be a first rounder. We're gonna see how he develops. We got the kid from Michigan State with let's see how he ball out in the S. When he's at SC, he gonna get more notoriety.
Well, he's gonna be a senior this year. We talking about these classes.
I know in the future. I got you. Yeah.
Yeah. So talent wise, that's what I'm saying. Like the way we recruiting, it's gonna really show us what coaches we got. Like Chad Bowden is putting us in a position to where it ain't gonna be no excuses for the coaches. We're gonna find out the real deal. And then, like I was saying, like it's been so many turning points on this journey of USC recruiting. So when we flip Tom and Jonas from Oregon, that's when I knew, like, okay, we at another level. Like it's on and cracking. And then when we got Elbert Hill and Sean Austin, the number 1 cornerback and the number 1 running back out of the state of Ohio, after they came off a national championship, I'm like, oh, this is real. Like, so USC, we've been showing signs that we the number 1 recruit. That's why I was asking Chris, like, and I'll ask you, J.A., like, is you surprised we recruiting at this level? Because right now I feel like we the number 1 power in recruiting, and I didn't think that would happen at least till we got success on the field. Now, I felt like we was going to be top 10 for sure, even maybe top 5. We get our NIL right. But I thought we would have to win on the field to be at this level. We like at the number 1 level. So is we at our ceiling, but it's like we ain't even at what is our ceiling in recruiting? Because it seemed like it can't get no better than this, y'all. but it
Our
could get better
our feeling
if
is
we perform better on the field. Like,
fact. But we did it. We did it. We did it when. Remember when Lane Kiffin was there, and I think he only could take like 15 players.
this is different than
And
that, though.
like he's like, oh yeah, I'll just go after everything I want. It was like everything 5-star, and I mean, he can only recruit 15 players like 2 or 3 in a row. Like, come on, now
No,
they can take.
Did you expect this? No, I get what you're saying, but I'm asking you a question. Like,
I didn't expect it. I didn't. We're seeing it. We know it can happen because it's happened before. History always repeats itself. But now it's like it's heightened to a whole nother level. But that's the reason why all of these other conferences, all these other teams, all these other schools have been scared of SC for so long. That's why. That's one of the reasons why somebody like Nick Saban. Nick Saban didn't even. I know Chris could be a person who can validate this. Didn't Nick Saban say that like if USC gets back to where it was, it's over?
He said it. He said it. And that's why they've been trying to hold us down. Because they already know, because we have the facilities, we have the luxury of you coming to California, the great weather, all the opportunity to present. He already know.
You got all those donors. You got like they living in the LA life. You got the beach. You got the education. There's only one school who could probably compete with SC, and they're not on SC level when it comes to education in the SEC, and that's Vanderbilt. And we see what their program look like.
And so here's the thing. Right?
There's only one. I'm gonna let you cook, Chris. Hold on. There's only one school that could do what we do. And we even got an advantage on them on one thing, and that's Miami. They got a great location, great weather, and a great talent base. They can recruit. If they lock up South Florida, they're gonna be competing for national championship, just like if we lock up SC. But they don't got the education,
right?
That we got. They don't. That Miami degree don't hold half of what our degree holds.
And here's the other thing you missing though. Here's the other thing you missing though, Carter. In California, everybody know who Creme de la Creme is. The goal is to get to USC. Everybody else is an afterthought. You in Florida, you got to deal with the Florida Gators and Florida State. Miami has to deal with. So we have an advantage there. We are the creme de la creme. Nobody's picking Stanford, Cal as their first options or UCLA. We the dominant program. You go to Florida, you got to deal with
Miami 3 or 4 more competition. Yeah.
For that talent, even in South Florida, you know what I'm saying. But here's the thing to me, right? If we took NIL out and NIL didn't exist, right? USC would still have an advantage for all the things that you named. Our problem with recruiting hasn't been that we didn't have all the other stuff; it's that we didn't have the money. So now we can come to the equal playing field, and I can offer you the same money as Ohio State and LSU, Florida, Alabama, any other schools. Now everything else matters. We have all the extra stuff that we would have won if NIL didn't exist.
Well, it's a cold game when you got 30.
Hold on, Jay. Hold on. Dang, Trojans said Miami and Texas.
Well, he ain't been to Austin. Texas just got oil money. Texas just got oil money. He ain't been to Austin.
No, this the thing, but Austin don't compare to Miami and LA. So they ain't got the same potential because they.
That's why I said he ain't been to Austin. He must ain't been to Austin.
Yeah, Texas, they gonna feel great teams because they're in Texas and all that, but they ain't got the potential like Miami and USC do, brother. Like Miami and USC got the potential to snatch everything. Because remember, before the Pete Carroll dynasty and before we was dominating Miami, they was doing that. They had locked up Florida with the recruiting. I mean, they had Clinton Portis, Willis McGahee, Winslow,
and Reed.
Winslow from Dago. Give Dago his props. I played against Winslow in high school.
And look, He's from Dago, so it was easy to go to Miami. One great city would rather to another one. You know what I'm saying? So,
but you know why? You know why his dad did a speech at my high school and all that. You know the deciding factor between him going to USC and going to Miami
What was it?
for Kellen Williams Jr.? He ended up being a head coach. What was his name? Shannon. He was a DB
Yeah.
coach. Ended up great recruiter, right?
Randy
And
Shannon. I think it's Randy,
Randy
right?
Shannon. Yep.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get on it. I know this your show and all that, but Kellen Winslow Sr. stated, I felt more comfortable sending my son to him because he was a black coach and I felt like he was gonna take care of my child. That's why he sent him to Miami. It was all because of Randy Shannon. That was the deciding factor.
Okay, and that's cool. Like you ain't gonna get all of them, and we done took players
But
out
this
of
is what
Florida
this is what
too. I mean, Mike
the person
Williams.
that said Austin, the person I said, and I just wanted to piggyback off that because it goes to the same thing. The person that said in Austin, I mean, uh, Austin, Texas don't compare nowhere to California or Miami, Florida. And
Not even
and
close.
I'm not gonna get on politics, race, and all that, but Texas is a Republican state. You know, you have your California and all that. That's a Democratic. And if you haven't been to Austin or in the South, and especially if you're not from that area and you coming from another Connecticut like this kid, or you coming from California and all that, when you go there, it's gonna be a big culture shock, especially as far as how you treat it on an everyday basis. And that's all I'm
Yeah.
gonna say.
What y'all
No
think about
matter
the
even
comment
if you're a
he put
football
on
player or
Chris?
not.
Since you were talking about it, Chris, look what he said. He got a point a little bit.
Where Miami lacks an education.
Oh, I'm gonna bring him up. I'm gonna bring him up.
No, Austin is one of the top 5 building cities
Hello?
in America. Yeah. Can you
What's
guys
up,
hear me?
Dang Trojan? Talk your
What's
shit.
going on, y'all?
Hey, no,
Talk your shit.
Austin is one of the top 5 because
That's what I'm
I've
saying.
been
It's the
wanting to,
top five. Like it's the top five fastest growing
but
cities in America.
but that but
Like
that but
so,
it's
I
all
get it. It's
because of
not Miami or LA, but it's also not chump like how y'all trying to describe it either.
No.
That's all I'm saying.
I was gonna say it ain't South Bend or Tuscaloosa, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
in the middle. It's like I don't think you would hate Austin. Like I don't think you would be miserable out there. I mean, it's Texas. Like it ain't a bad location. I'm just saying it ain't an A plus. You feel me? Miami and LA, that's like A+ location. Them is international cities, you feel me? So
Yeah, no,
yeah,
for
if you think
sure,
I'm
for sure.
trashing it, like if you think I'm trashing Austin, no, I ain't trashing Austin. I'm just saying it still ain't LA or Miami, though. That's still an advantage USC and Miami when we talk about location over Austin. But you make a good point when you say Miami lack education, so they both lacking something. So I get what you say, but that's why I'm saying USC. We got the like either way it go, USC we got the most potential. So
Oh
I ain't
yeah,
gonna
for
Hey,
sure,
argue.
man.
I ain't gonna
am I
argue
back
about
in?
Miami and Texas. You feel me? You could have that. Like I ain't gonna argue that. I just know we got the highest potential though out of everybody.
Am I back in?
Yeah, you back in.
Yeah.
And then hold up, dang Trojan. Texas is in the same situation as Miami though. They got competition. Oklahoma come down there. Texas A&M. They got oil money
Texas
too.
Tech.
They in every
Texas Tech.
recruiting
Texas
race
Tech
just because they got the bag. Oh, Texas Tech too.
and TCU.
So
Yeah,
USC, we got the advantage. Like we ain't got no competition in our backyard if we on our stuff. Texas always gonna have competition out there because them schools out there got money and they love football. So we in the best position to run monopoly as far as locking down our backyard. We got the most potential to lock down our backyard. Every other place where it's a lot of recruits, there's a lot of competitions. There's 4 or 5 schools. Like everybody in Texas don't grow up wanting to play for Texas. Like if you look at the Oklahoma roster, 70% of they dudes from Texas. Then, like I said, you got A&M and Texas Tech. It's in Southern California, it's USC or nothing.
Hey, well,
It's
just playing
USC or I'm going
devil's
out of state or I'm going up north.
right. Just playing devil's
Like you could
advocate
be in
because
Texas.
go
Yeah,
ahead.
go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna say this
No, go
playing
ahead.
devil's advocate because you introduced other states into it. Somebody from Texas or Florida might say that Oregon comes into our backyard and that 60-70% of their roster is also from California too. But in state, no, I definitely feel you. Like we're definitely head and shoulders above anybody. But Oregon and now now that we're top
that's
dog
true.
in NIL, like Oregon is being stuffed in the locker. So I do get that, but they do steal a few players from us here and there.
Yeah, but we've been shut.
But that
Like
but
they
that
ain't a
day
problem
that
no
day has
more.
come to an end.
Facts,
Look,
no
we
facts.
don't worry about Oregon. Like dang Trojan, like you
We
know
ain't
you
worried
ain't
about
worried about
Oregon in the
Oregon
last 2 years now that NIL together and we can
No
pay what they
facts,
got to pay. Hey, can I
facts,
say something
bro.
real
Yeah,
fast? Okay. Hey, Dane Trojan,
Yeah. So
definitely
you know,
appreciate y'all
I live
respect,
in
man.
Southern California, and I definitely talk to the most Oregon fans, bro. And the way I say that they're in denial about what's going on, it's like they don't want to admit, and that lets me know, like, okay, y'all scared because
yeah.
like Carter, like you always say it, like they always brag about like the past 10 matchups and how many times they won. But it's just like it's something about it, bro. Like, how many times have we been playing on the road and we finally got y'all at home? Like that's the game I'm for sure going to. Like, y'all talk so much trash. Y'all talk so much trash about the record the past 10 years or however long, but all them games mainly been on the road somehow.
Hey,
It's
dang
like,
Trojan,
yeah,
did you
like
get your
let's
tickets
see how
already?
y'all act at the Cali.
Look, the Big Ten,
Dang
the Big
Trojan, did
Ten
you
did
get your
its
tickets
dirty
already or
together
no?
the last year.
Can I hold
Hold
on?
on,
Can I
Jay.
talk real fast? Can I talk real
Yeah,
fast? For one,
yeah.
they ain't beat us the past 10 years because we ain't played them every year, right? So that's a common
It's
misconception.
been
So you can let
10.
them know that.
Yeah, it's been 10
Uh,
years since we beat.
but this is what I want to say. Now that it's equal playing field,
Damn,
and
I
that
can't even hear Jay.
now that it's
Hmm?
equal playing field, and that our NILs up together, we're not losing out to them to any players that we want, right? California's so big, we're not gonna get everybody, right? But the players that we want, you see, we're plucking them from Oregon and all that. So they can be in denial all they want to. They can go jumping in many swimming pools they want to, but they're worried. The second thing is, I think
No,
you said you're still living in California, right? Dang Trojan. Can anybody hear me?
Yeah,
yeah,
we
I
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you.
I can hear you.
No, I was talking. Did Dang Trojan leave?
Nah, he's still up here.
Okay, he said he was still
He,
living in California, right?
yeah, and he said he run into a lot of Duck fans, and
Yeah,
they ain't
I understand
denial.
that. I was trying to hop in, but I couldn't get a word in about the Texas thing. And all I wanted to say is that it makes a difference, right? If you from Texas, it don't. But when you're asking somebody to come from Connecticut, from
I can only
Florida,
hear you,
from
Carter.
California,
I can't hear nobody else for some reason. I don't know.
Go out and come back in.
All right.
Did you get a phone call? Did somebody call you? Because mine be doing that. But yeah, jump out and come back in. He,
okay.
I think he only could hear me.
Well, you guys can hear me, so we can go back to when you come. But my statement was going to be: yes, I understand Austin is the fastest growing. You talking about fastest growing, but we talking about already established, right?
Yeah,
With Florida,
yeah.
and California, right? Then then he said he's California. I don't know his travel history or what he's done, right? But as someone who's born and bred San Diego 619, tatted on my body, right? And moved away when I was grown to the South, right? This Bible Belt area, Texas, Arkansas, Alabama, Mississippi, this area, it's no way that if Texas was recruiting me, regardless of the oil money coming from how free California is, right? When you have a melting pot of so many different races, right? And racism is not there, a democratic state. And you're asking me to move to Texas, to Austin, where I come on a visit, and these people are gonna be looking at me crazy because I walk into a certain restaurant and all this. Like that stuff matters.
Yeah.
And it's not a race thing, but if you look at a lot of these top athletes, a lot of them come from minority descent. And so you're at a disadvantage if you bring a kid on a recruit and he's looking around and they're from city and more conservative places to where they haven't experienced this stuff. And now people is looking at them differently and treating them differently. It's like, do I want to be here? That's another advantage that California has. California is a melting pot.
Yep. California, New York, and Miami.
Exactly.
You can't beat none of those cities. Well, New York because of the weather, but yeah, like that's where it's at. all in the entire United States. Those 3 cities are different. Oh, you can kind of throw Chicago in there too. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you, Jay. I don't know if Carter can.
Okay. So like, yeah, and then when you go like down to Texas, when it comes to Austin, because I'm actually trying to expand my business out there because of the growth level, it's people are going down there because it's cheaper. They're not really going down there for the lifestyle experience. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
like even when you brought up, like I was literally last week, I was in San Diego. I think, and I've heard you say this, and I agree with you on this. I think San Diego is probably the best or one of the top 5 cities in the entire United States. It's so gorgeous. It's amazing. Like you have everything that you want right there, like right there. You got the gorgeous views, 70, we'll say 70 to 80-degree weather year round, barely rains. You know what I mean? You could go to Pacific Beach. You could go to Del Mar. You could go to downtown
Mission
Gas
Beach.
Lamp. You're
Yeah.
like, you can't beat that.
You got
Like, you know,
you got Del
Carlsbad,
Mar. You know
La
what I'm saying?
Jolla,
Corona.
like,
Yeah, La Jolla. Yeah.
can't beat it. You
It's,
can even go down and live a little cheaper, but still be a nice area and go to Oceanside. You want to go inland a little bit, you can go to Escondido. Like, but you're still so close to everything, and the weather's gorgeous.
So I just got a question though.
Carter.
Yep.
I got
Carter.
a question.
Carter.
Yeah.
My baby wanted to say something real fast.
All right.
Fight on.
Fight on.
Oh.
Fight on. For sure, for sure. We definitely fighting on today. But yeah, man, like, I got a question though. My question is, what are recruiting gonna look like when they start to translate on the field?
Oh, it's gonna go. It's gonna be what Nick Saban and every other school's scared of. They're scared right now already, but it's gonna heighten. It's gonna be like they're gonna have, because what's the roster now? 100, 105. They're gonna have 105 just straight dogs.
Nah, for real.
It's gonna be to a point to hear me out. It's gonna be to a point to where we'll have 2 or 3, maybe even 4 5-star quarterbacks, or the top of the echelon of the quarterback lineage, how it's working out in that recruiting ranking, on our team. And they'll come and I think it'll be to a point that people, like, when we win on the field, we'll bring in cats and they'll wait. We won't have to really worry about the transfer portal either. We'll do the whole opposite of what Colorado did.
Or what
It'll be
Bama
like the
used
kid
to
be like,
do.
oh, I'm coming in.
Bama used to do that. Dudes used to wait 3 years to play for Nick Saban at Bama because they know one great year at Bama, they're gonna be in the NFL.
I don't know if we get back to those days because of NIL. So you know what I mean?
I think we will, with winning on the field, with location and money and education, and we're recruiting all across the nation right now. They have a whole different vision of what college football should be. That's why Lincoln Riley came and said at the beginning of his interview, when he got hired, when he was sitting up there at the top of the Coliseum overlooking all of LA with the Hollywood sign, he's like, this is the Mecca of college football. It'll be the Mecca. The kids will come and they'll stay.
This is my thing though. Like, I want to ask Chris, because I heard him. What you mean, like, we ain't gonna get to that level? Like, we already at this level right now without even winning. So what's the next level? Because when we start winning, the juice is going to be higher.
I might have misunderstood the question, because I thought the question was, when do we start seeing the benefits of the classes on the field, right?
No. The question is, what level is our recruiting going to go to when we actually start winning on the field? When we ain't just selling dreams, when we ain't just like, oh, where we headed, when we already in there. And J.A. was saying that we'll be able to stack talent and players will wait at USC to play.
So here's the thing. As far as players waiting to play, with NIL and the portal, unless that change, I don't see us having like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, three of the next three Heisman's on one team waiting, right? Because of money, NIL, and portal.
I think so. I disagree with you
I
on
don't
that,
think
Chris.
they went around because of NIL and money. But here's
Nah,
the thing: I think we'll be able to recruit at the level that we're recruiting at because of resources. If we're winning on the field and all that, we'll keep getting these classes in, but expect to lose some talent every portal. One good thing that we have to take in, I'm not gonna say it's a good thing, but one thing we do have in our favor right now is that a lot of this recruiting is due to NIL resources and the dream and the vision, right? So a lot of players are coming because they're saying we can be the class, we can be the people to get this team back to the level to where it's supposed to be. You right?
Chris, I got it. Okay, Chris,
Yeah.
we talked earlier, right? What do we say? If USC's undefeated and Oregon's undefeated, they'll probably have college game day there, right?
Right.
What happens? What happens when now the exposure's all in LA? Everybody wants to already come to LA. So now you have
So
the
this is what I'm
exposure in
saying.
LA.
Yeah, I get what you're
All the
saying, but
kids
what
will
I'm saying
stay.
is high school recruiting, right? Which is what we major in.
Yeah.
We're not gonna have a problem with that, right? The benefit I see when we start winning on the field is gonna be coming into the portal when we have a need that we have, those top players will want to come in the portal. We don't have a
I
problem
think
with
it'll
high
be to
school
a
right
point
now.
that where there's no need. We don't need a need. Like we can just go get another kid. We'll plug him in. We got other kids that's in the background ready to
Right, but
move
what you're
up.
saying is dependent on if people are willing to stay around 2 or 3 years, and in this
There's
NIL area and not play, and
you selling out the collie. You're going.
in this,
You
I
got
understand that
game day there 3 times a year. Yeah.
this is a different,
You going to national championship. You
check this
know the
out, check this
program's
out.
pumping money.
I understand that, but in this
Donors are coming.
NIL,
hold
hold on,
on,
let
y'all
me
going
You
talk.
got
one at a time.
you
Hold
got
on,
stars
JS. Hold on.
all the time.
What I'm saying is winning on the field. We're winning in recruiting, right? And we went 93 in high school. Winning on the
Mhm.
field will help portal. That when those top guys go in the portal, they'll be looking to come here first because they're like, oh, this is a winning program, national championship. We don't have a problem with high school right now, but
So
the
Chris,
problem is going to come in if you. I don't see in this era to where we can have three top Heisman contenders at quarterback again, like we had in the Pete Carroll
so
era.
Chris,
Like I
Chris,
just don't
Chris,
see it with the NIL
Chris,
and portal.
But
I don't see no
Chris,
team doing that.
Chris. Look, I don't see nobody. I don't see us doing that. The quarterback position. I see us doing that at multiple other positions though. Everywhere else, I agree. The quarterback, the market gonna be too high for a quarterback every transfer season. People gonna be looking for a quarterback. It's gonna be too many
especially under Lincoln
universities.
Riley.
It's gonna be too many quarterbacks, teams that feel that like they a quarterback away from winning the national championship or being competitive. So I don't think we'll ever stack three quarterbacks like that, but every other position. And how I'm feeling,
I don't know even if at the high per positions, the running backs, the wide receivers, and all that, because these kids are looking to play now. And
this the thing though. This
somebody's
the
gonna
thing
come
though.
through and say, somebody's gonna come through and offer them more money. And if you got a third string running back, no matter if they're a 5-star and a potential, and you got two other running backs that got 2 and 3 years left, you're gonna say, hey, that price is too high, and we're recruiting high school at a high level. We're gonna let you go, and we're gonna bring in the next high school kid to replace. So I don't
But
even
Chris, but
I don't see that being able to happen in
Chris,
today's era.
Chris, Chris, but we doing it right now.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
loaded after like you saying it ain't gonna happen, but it's actually happening right now. We loaded at the
So
wide receiver
time
position.
out,
Hold on, let me
time
finish
out.
though. I'll let y'all
We
finish.
loaded at the wide receiver position, but everybody
Man,
came in the
I can't even
26th
finish. I
class.
can't even finish the point.
Go
That's
ahead.
crazy. Nah, I'm saying we already loaded like that at certain positions. Like I always talk on here. We were just talking like we gonna have some wide receivers and probably a DB and probably an offensive lineman. that gonna eventually probably transfer because he can't get on the field and be an NFL draft pick. So we already doing that at certain positions. We already at the point where we taking limited scholarships, like, because we so stacked. So what you saying we ain't doing, we already kind of doing that, especially if most of this class stay and don't hit the portal. And the same thing for the 27 class. We just got 35 kids, like 7 DBs, like 6 wide receivers, like 6.
Let me tell you. So Carter, here's the difference.
Before you go, Chris, I just want to
hold on. Time out. No, let me respond to Carter. Here's the difference than what we're talking about. Yes, we have that right now, but they all came in at 26 and they coming in the 27 class. We can't have this discussion about what we have now until after this season in the portal hit if they stay.
But he's talking about the future in regards to winning ships. They're like,
no. What I'm saying, come out.
Y'all took it to something else though, like with stacking. When I'm asking about recruiting, I'm just talking about recruiting year by year basis.
Right.
Oh no. So
hold on. Listen.
I answered your question on that. Hold on, I answered your question on that. I said we gonna be able to recruit regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like we're recruiting now, and we're not winning. We're gonna be able to recruit high school because we have
I heard you say that, but so I'm gonna ask you this. So you saying our high school recruiting is at our peak right now?
What do you mean by peak? We got the number one class, and probably about to have a number. You can't get better than number one. I mean, so what do you mean?
So that's what I disagree at. What I was gonna say is that I think we gonna get to the level where we pulling in 10 or 11 5-stars in one class. Y'all talking about
so you didn't say that. Now,
I'm just talking about the year-to-year power of our recruiting. What it's gonna look like if we can recruit number one classes, like you said, without winning a playoff game. I think the next level that we could get to is getting double-digit 5-stars.
Well, hold on, Mr. Hondo in Quarter Sport. That's not what you said. That's not what the question was.
No, look, my question was, all right, look, this was my
I didn't know you meant
whether we can stack like Bama. That wasn't my question. My question was basically where y'all think our peak could be at our recruiting once we start winning
on the field.
We already doing this and we not winning. It wasn't
I didn't think you were taking it. I didn't think you were taking it to the number of double-digit 5-stars and all that, because we're already at number one. It's probably gonna be enough.
Look, I'm asking the question like, okay, last year we got the number one recruiting class. This year gonna be smaller, but we getting everybody we want. So I'm saying if we win on the field, what you think? What kind of recruiting juice we gonna have if we got this much juice already? And
can I ask you a question?
Talking about depth. In my opinion,
I didn't understand your question in totality. Behind, I didn't understand the that's on me then. I didn't understand what you was asking. I should have clarified.
Yeah, that's all I'm asking. Dave Trojan, what you think? Like,
hold on. I got a question though. Because I don't know this answer.
Hold on, let Dave Trojan say he is, and then we can get.
We are, just stacking 150 players every year. Like, hey, if you're not in the
150, no way.
You mean 105? He mean 105. He mean
no. See, Chris is listening to respond. He's not listening to understand. I'm saying that if you're not a 150 player in the rankings, you will have
you're not coming
getting into our class. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. If you let people finish, Chris, then maybe I can elaborate what I'm saying, because I'm trying to make a point. And then to go back on the last point, because my mic was tripping about the location. I'm not trying to stay on it too long, but Chris, I get it. You moved to the South, my brother. But if some of these black players walk into Huntington Beach, Century City, Beverly Hills, they're gonna also get a few looks. You know what I mean? But
Newport Beach,
on that,
Culver City. Yeah. So Simi Valley.
You have been in the South for a little bit, my brother. So you kind of romanticize California, but it's still some politics that's going on over here too.
It is. But let's get back to the so you think our recruiting level gonna get up to we ain't taking you unless you top 150?
Yeah, exactly.
We ain't even looking at
you.
Yeah. That's
so here's my question, and I don't know the answer to it. So I'm gonna ask you, Carter. How many universities in the last so and so years that you know has had double-digit 5-star recruits? I can't think of
Alabama.
any. That had 10 in
well,
one class. That had double-digit 5-star recruits in one class.
It's been. I know it's been some that had 9 for sure. I think Texas A&M one year, and I think Alabama had 8.
Yep.
So
I don't know. I don't know this answer. So if someone can fact
well,
check
this is the thing. That's what's gonna make us special. Is because we can do that.
Yeah, we got the potential to do what no other university can do. So we should even compare. Have any other team had it? Ain't no other team USC. That's why I said 15 minutes ago. We have the highest recruiting potential out of any school. So it don't matter how many other school record. It's about what USC can do. And I feel like look, there is no other school that could recruit like this without doing nothing on the field and without having that SEC propaganda behind them. Right? So it's like, just like B. Jones said, we ain't even unlocked the whole fan base yet.
True.
Like, so
I'm gonna just say I looked it up, and there's never been none. It says to have 10 to 5 stars in one class is nearly impossible.
You're missing the point.
I'm gonna say something.
Hey, look, Chris missing the point. Basically, my point is our recruiting potential. We can set records. Chris just now was saying that, it can't get no better than what we doing, but it has been better than what we doing because it's been recruiting classes that have been stronger and had more 5 stars. But Chris is basically saying USC potential is just everybody else potential. USC potential is just within what has been done before. Was not when I feel like USC potential is to the point where we could do what's never been done before. But Chris, it would surprise me. He limited his own team. Like, if nobody else ain't done
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is,
why bring up ain't nobody done it?
What I'm saying is 10 to 5 stars, 10 5-stars in one class. To me, it's not a realistic expectation. I'm not saying we can. I'm not saying we can because we don't have.
Right. I'm finna end this.
If you look in the class we had last year, right? What we had 2 5-stars, I think at the most. Yeah, we can get more than that, but to say the expectation for us to have 10 or more 5-stars in one class, I don't think that's a realistic expectation. 10 or more.
Okay, Chris. All right, hold on. Hey, no, Carter. Let me just go right here real quick. See, that's living in the mindset of comfortability. Thinking about that because. Like I remember one of my mentors was telling me like years ago, I was telling him, I just want to make this, amount of money. I'm not going to say what it is, but he was like, you're not living even outside of what you could do. There's no limit. God doesn't give anybody a limit. He's not like, you can only do this. No, you can supersede that. And then everything that SC has going to the next level, there's no limit. There's no, you can only because Alabama or Texas A&M took 8 5-stars and that's been the most anybody's ever done. That doesn't limit you to 8 or 9.
All right, yeah. So look, J.A., I got the record right here. Texas A&M pulled 8 5-stars.
Yep.
Chris is telling us that we can't do better than Texas A&M.
With everything when we get them facilities jumping in July, it's over for college football.
No, I just want to repeat that. Texas A&M had 8 5-stars in 2022, but Chris said it's impossible for us to get 10, my brother.
No, don't put words in my mouth. I didn't say it was impossible. No, you said it's not feasible. No, quote me right.
I said it's not. Put a 1 in the chat if Chris was basically insinuating that it's impossible.
No. I'm gonna tell you exactly I'm gonna repeat exactly what I said. Because I don't
Man,
say anything is possible. What I said is not a realistic goal to think you're gonna get 10 5-stars or more in one class.
and
That's
I'm
what
Why
I
you don't
telling
said.
you,
maximize?
and
What if
I'm
they get
telling you,
20?
it
So
is
there's
a
a difference.
realistic goal.
Okay, if that's what you think, that's what you
Well,
think.
no,
But I didn't
I
say
Hey,
know
Carter.
we come out,
because Texas
time
A&M got
out,
8 of them.
time out.
So
But
how
don't
is
put
it not
words in,
realistic?
don't put it in my mouth that I said what we can't do. I didn't say that.
When you say it's not realistic, that's saying you can't do it.
No, it's not. What there's
Oh
a
my
difference in saying
God.
what. No, it's not.
That's like me saying, oh, I'm finna try to knock
Oh my God.
Beyonce on Instagram. You gonna say that ain't even realistic. Like you living in a fantasy land. Like, come on, Chris. You
Okay,
gotta
but it don't
stand
mean
on
it's
that.
not that there's a difference in saying it's not possible because it's not
But
saying it's
you saying it's
who's my
highly
man.
unlikely. Saying it's
Right.
not realistic. All right. So if you saying it's highly unlikely when Texas A&M just damn near did it, then
Right.
you saying that
With
Texas
a
you said
horrible record.
with a horrible record, not half the juice that we got with location or education, nor the history. All they got is money.
Exactly.
And they was able to get 8 5-stars. So how is it not realistic that we could get 10? No,
To me,
I just don't get that, Chris. To me, it sounds crazy.
okay, it can sound crazy to you. We agree to disagree. But to me, 10 or more 5-stars in one
So let
class.
me ask you this then.
Okay, you're
What's
not
so
gonna let me
great about
talk.
Texas A&M
You're
that
not
they
gonna
can
let me
damn near
talk.
get to 10? No, because
You're
I
not
don't want
gonna
to stay on the same subject. I want to get on this. Well, what A&M got that we don't got? That they could damn near get 10. 8, damn, I can round that off to 10 if I want to. They probably had a
No, you
4-star.
can't.
They probably had a couple 4-stars too that should have been ranked a 5-star, right? If we gonna keep it real. So how can Texas A&M basically get double-digit 5-stars and we can't?
And
For
haven't
Or
won
one,
a
it's
ship.
not
time
realistic
out.
for us.
Can I
No, they
talk?
haven't won a ship. The
No,
question
yeah,
was if we win, if we win,
J.A., let him talk, because I want to know the answer to this question because it's really like it's blowing my mind.
Can I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
For one,
You know I'm
8
gonna let
is
you go.
for one, 8 is different than 10 or more, which is stated, right? It's like I said, it's very unlisted and very high likely that any class is going to have 10 5-stars or more in the class. One, when Texas A&M did that in 2022, guess what? NIL and all that stuff was just getting going. Now everybody has NIL together and in equal pay. With the portal and the funding that every school has and all that, it's gonna be tough to do, right? With the recruiting classes that we're putting together back to back to back, and players wanting to play now, all that's going to account. It all works together. That's why.
This is the thing though. How
No,
can
no, no,
we
no,
sit
no.
here?
So did what
Oh,
I just said not
you
make
want to
sense?
keep? No, I ain't dismissing what you're saying. I'm just saying this. Well, this is the thing though. 30 minutes ago, we said USC has the highest potential out of any school. So if we have the highest potential, we should be able to get the most anything. So I
guess
can't
what?
understand how we
Hold
gonna
on.
sit
Calm
here
down, bro.
and
Hey,
say we got
wait.
the highest potential, but we can't break the record of 5-stars.
So calm
Then
down.
hold on.
Go
So I
wait.
gotta rewind 30 minutes back and take
No,
all that back, y'all.
no,
We ain't got the
no.
highest potential because the
Hey.
highest potential means that you can have the highest rated class. That means you can have the highest rated class ever.
So guess this. So here's another thing you got to take into account. And calm down. We talking normal. The hollering, the hoopling, they need it. But here's the thing. You talking about signing 10 5-stars to a class.
Bro, Texas
Then
A&M
wait,
signed
time
8.
out. You gonna let me talk or not?
Go ahead.
I listen to you hoop and holler. Listen to me. You talking about about signing 10 5-stars to a class. You forgetting about NIL budget and what it takes for an entire class. So what it's gonna take to pay 10 5-stars in one class?
they doing it now
Chris,
though.
All
And
that
they just got
exactly.
they
That's
just
what I'm
got
saying.
$200
they're
million.
not
Chris,
paying 10 5-stars in one class. They're
listen.
Yes, they can.
not.
What are you? Oh, Jesus, Chris.
Okay, so you name me
Oh, no.
the
I'm
five
going
stars
to
in the
ask you this.
27 class. Name me
I'm
the
going to
five
ask you
stars
this.
in the 27 class. Name me
No,
the 10
no, no,
five.
no,
How many
no, no,
5
no, no,
stars
no,
in
no,
the
no, no, no,
27
no,
class?
no. Look. put it like this. What's 8 subtracted by 10?
It's 2.
2, right? Is 2 a large number or a small number?
Small.
All I'm saying is, Chris, I guess this is what I'm saying, and I got to make it this simple. If I truly feel like in my heart, I guess y'all say shit y'all don't mean. Because if I truly feel like in my heart that USC has the highest recruiting potential, I feel we could do anything Texas A&M then done on recruiting trail even more.
Yeah, even better.
Look, we don't have the highest potential if we sit here and say we can't get 9 or more or 10 or more 5 stars when the school has had 8. Texas A&M. All I'm saying, Chris, I ain't even saying you wrong. I'm saying both can't be true. You can't say that we got the #1 recruiting potential and then say we can't beat Texas A&M record for the most 5 stars. So we got to choose one. I'm choosing that. I'm choosing that. Hold on, and I'm finna land. I'm choosing that we has the highest potential out of any school, so we could beat Texas A&M record.
So that's it. Now you switch. Now the conversation is switched because time out. Because the highest recruiting potential is not based off you having 10 5 stars. It's you having 5 stars here, 4 stars there, and having the overall class. Now, when you talk about having 10 5 stars, you know how much 10 5 stars, you know how much NIL budget that is, and what's going to happen with the rest of the class and whatever needs you need on that team. That's what you're not taking into account. USC is not just a unlimited NIL. There's a budget.
Chris, we just got $250 million already on top of what we already had. What do you mean we can't play 10 5 stars, brother? If we gotta cut down the roster to 95 to pay them dues, then that's what we gonna do. We gonna make money. Look, listen. If 10 5 stars wanna come, guess what Chad Bowden gonna do? He gonna make them.
He gonna go get them.
He gonna call 10 players that's at the bottom of the roster that's on the team and say it's gonna be best for you to look somewhere else. We're gonna
let's look at it like Carter. Let's look at it like this: 10 5 stars. The question was if we win the ship, right? We win the ship. He gonna go straight to them donors. He gonna be like, hey, listen, we won this. We won the championship. So now all the memorabilia sold. We got all the tailgate packed out. We got the stadiums packed out. We're all over social media. We're all over just media regardless. So much money coming into the program from football. Like, how can you not go get all stars? How can you not?
Hey, what's up? What's up, Music Make Me High and B Jones? I'm curious to what y'all think. Am I tripping by saying, first of all, I ain't even tripping. Am I tripping when I say both can't be right? You can't say USC has the highest recruiting potential and say we can't beat what Texas A&M did. You can't have both. Either we got the highest potential and we can beat what Texas A&M did or not. What y'all think?
The highest is the highest. I mean, if we the highest, then yeah, we got the most potential.
That's all I've been saying.
Okay.
So we got the most potential. That's why I said I feel like we could crack 10 5 stars.
Right.
What's up, Music Make Me High?
Hey, listen, man. Don't really have so much potential because for the last couple of years, our potential's been in the trash. So yes, it's nothing. We only can go up from here. You know what I mean? So getting 10 5 stars in one class, it can happen. It can happen, but it's going to take a lot for that to happen. Like I said, you can say the education, you can say the environment and stuff like that, the money and stuff like that. But again, these kids want to win. So USC is going to put a product out there this year, maybe next year, in order for that to happen. You know what I mean? A&M did have 8. I think Alabama had 7, which is like the next highest. But we have to also remember something else too. I'm gonna get off after this. Are they gonna start with 5 stars at the beginning of the season? Because around the end of the season, end of the grading period, some of the 5 stars drop to 4. So you got to think about that as well.
Nah, actually, Mekai, Brown, his recruiting is going up. He finna be upgraded from a 4 to a 5 on Monday. So,
Hey, let me
hold
ask you a
on.
question.
Oh, go ahead.
Hey, Corey Foreman was a 5-star when he came to USC, right?
Yep.
So in some recruiting rankings, he dropped as a 4-star because he was supposed to be the #1 player in the country, but the other dude from Ohio State, the defensive tackle, I think he became the #1 player in the country. I don't know if y'all remember that.
Hey, J Dub said the 200 mil is not just for football, that's for all sports across USC, brother. These other sports, they NIL don't even demand that. Like a superstar water polo player, NIL don't even demand that much, brother. 75% of this money is going to the football and basketball team. So you could bet that out that 200 million, about 150 gonna be spent on the football team. I guarantee you. Just because I got other family members that play other sports in college. So all them other sports you talking about, them sports NIL don't even demand no bag like that. Only sport that's demanding the bag is college football and college basketball. Even the women basketball, they NIL ain't demanding the bag like that unless you like Juju or something.
Hey, Carter.
Go ahead.
That's not true. With the top
Hold on.
class who just got to win
Let B.
basketball,
Jones.
that ain't true.
We'll get to that. Let B. Jones go real quick. What's up,
Carter,
B?
I'm trying to tell you a lot, man. You let it sail out of bounds, bro.
What happened? No, I had dropped out.
Okay. I was saying, you know, we had this conversation about our potential already. And you forgot to mention, man, we ain't even unlocked the whole fan base yet.
We ain't even locked the whole fan base. Like it's a lot of USC fans that's in hibernation that don't follow it every day, but it's gonna be millions of them coming out the woodworks once we start winning and going to the playoffs. That's gonna heighten our power even more. Because guess what's gonna happen then, B. Jones? We're gonna see Snoop on the sideline. We're gonna see all the celebrities back on the sidelines again. Game day gonna want to come. They're gonna have to start giving us the primetime games. Our recruiting is going on another level, and I guarantee you that we gonna break that Texas A&M record. Now I'm booking it. I know we gonna break it. And then talking about 5 stars, like okay, Mekai Brown, he just signed to USC as a 4-star. Now, when they bump him up to the 5-star on Monday, is he finna go back to the renegotiation table with USC and say, "Oh, I'm a 5-star now, so I need more money"? USC gonna offer you what they feel like you worth, brother.
Hey, so I have a question because when y'all came on it's sweet. The question really should be what it is, and I'm gonna ask you, B. Jones, since you came on and y'all talked about it before. So to you, is 10 or more 5-stars in one class realistic or not?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. So right now, it's kind of TBD, just because we down to one portal window now, right? I kind of want to see how that play out now. Are we going, you know, what I mean, the number is going to die down as far as portals? Are we going to see less transfers in and out now? You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of a TBD for me. But
So that's the question everybody should be asking when we getting on, and not are we limiting USC in their recruiting? No, the question and what it came down to is that is 10 or more 5-stars in one class realistic? That's what we're talking about.
It is. So everybody agree that it is. You the only one.
No. I'm asking B. Jones because and music make me high because when you came on, the way you presented the question, it was not the question. So let me get their take. I know how you feel. You know how I feel. I want to hear what they got to say.
Yeah,
you know why it's realistic? The reason why it's realistic is because when Cab Bowden the reason why he came to SC, because he saw the fact that he was at Notre Dame and he was signing everybody with less NIL and getting the quality of players.
Yeah, now I know how you feel. I want B. Jones and music make me high, who just came on to answer the question at hand. I know how you and Carter feel, and you know how I feel on the subject. I don't think 10 or more in one class in this NIL era is realistic. I want to hear what they have to say.
Go ahead, B. Jones.
B. Jones already spoke his piece. B. Jones said he wanted to see what the portal looking like.
Yeah, he said to be determined. What if music probably dropped off? So go ahead,
No,
Dad.
no. What I'm saying
Oh.
is, it's realistic, man. But again, it's all about winning. No 5-star want to come to a program where they're not winning. They're not getting developed to become the ultimate player. In this time frame, it's realistic because some of these teams are going to fall off. Like I said, I'm not from California, but I do keep up with USC. One of the best education. Location is cool with the beaches and all that stuff, and the dang on the connections you can make in the business world. So is it possible? Yeah, it's possible. Anything is possible.
We're not talking about is it possible. We're talking about if it's realistic. Is it realistic? There's a difference. Is it realistic to get 10 5-stars in one class in this NIL era?
Yeah, it's realistic. It's realistic. It is realistic. You can't do that.
It's very realistic, and this gonna prove the point, and this is what's gonna take the cake. Because I remember every conversation that we have on here. And just about a week ago, we was talking about, is we gonna only take 17 and 18? And I was talking about what if some 5-stars wanted to come. Chris and everybody on the stage was like, USC gonna make room. We ain't gonna turn away no 5-stars. That's one. So to say it's unrealistic to have 10 5-stars, that's to say if 10 5-stars say, I want to come to USC, and USC tell all them 5-stars, we can't take too many of y'all because they're going to cost too much money. No, guess what? They're going to make some room for them 5-stars. So Chris is talking about it's not accomplishable by money. Yes, it is if you prioritize your money. So if I gotta kick some 3-stars out, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna keep the 3 or the 4-star. I'm not gonna choose him over the 5-star. So I'm gonna make room for these 5-stars. That's all I'm gonna do. So Chris is basically saying,
Cardi, you're doing it again.
I'm not done. I'm not
doing it again.
No, all right, look. This is what I'm saying. Well, I ain't even gonna say what you said to everybody listening, because Chris is stuck. He's stuck in his box. Basically, to say that it's not realistic for USC to take 10 5-stars is to say that they won't make room for them. But we already discussed on this channel in the past that even with this short class, we will make room for another 5-star. We will make room for another Jakeem Stewart. We will make room for another Luke Wafel. We'll make room for another Albert Hill. We will go over our limit for these 5-stars. So if 10 5-stars is telling Chad Bowden they want to come to USC, Chad Bowden is not gonna say we ain't got enough money. He's gonna make enough money. And if we gotta tell some kids to hit the portal, that's what we gonna do.
Are you done? So I can go.
Go ahead.
You're doing it again. Like you like to switch the narrative and put words.
I ain't switching the narrative.
Now, hold on. Let me go.
You just want to keep it in your narrative.
No.
It's bigger than that, though.
Let me go. I let you hoop and holler. Let me go. I sat back and let you holler and scream and do all that carry on.
Like Trojan said, though, you're not listening, bro. You just listening to respond.
No. I heard exactly what you said.
Because you got to tell me that Chad Bowden. No, listen. You would have to tell me that Chad Bowden wouldn't make room for the 5-star. Tell me why he wouldn't make room. Make that make sense. You said we would take the 5-star because of the money. So you mean to tell me that we wouldn't crunch no numbers, do no math, let some players go to make it happen? That's where I'm at in this conversation now.
Okay. So where I'm at is first I'm gonna correct you about what I said again. That you say I'm not listening to respond. Listening to respond. You're not, because again, yet you're putting words in. Because when we had that conversation and we were talking about what if a 5-star come in and all that, what was the conversation about? It was about a position of need or a dire need that we had. It wasn't just taking a 5. Time out.
Was it though?
I let you talk. I
ain't gonna let you go off. Why you gonna make a whole soliloquy?
I let you talk. Let me talk.
All right.
My words were exactly when that question was asked was what? If it's a position of need or somebody we gotta have, they gonna make room for it. It wasn't stating we were just stacking 5 stars on 5 stars about positions that we already had and we didn't have a need. That was my exact words. That was my exact words. So don't you that's changing narrative. So
All right,
again,
you making
come
straw
out.
man
Let me finish,
arguments
man.
though.
I just listened to you. Me and my whole family, we in the car. We just listened to you yell for 5 minutes. Let me talk, man. Let me talk. Let me talk.
My bad, kiddos.
Yeah.
My bad to the fam. My bad. I apologize. I love y'all, Dad.
Hey,
We did a
I
good
made them
show.
endure. I made them endure run our way to some way just so I can get this out before I had to get off.
All right.
But what that doesn't tickle me now. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, that one was stated. It wasn't just about taking 5 star because they're a 5 star didn't win a need. My exact words that if it's a position of need and it's somebody that you gotta have and it's a need, they gonna make room for it. It wasn't just stacking 5 stars on 5 stars for something that you don't need, right? And you limited this to USC. It's not just USC. I don't see anybody in this NIL era stacking 5 stars on the team in this era. I don't see it. Not
Some of them just
USC.
did it last year.
10
Right.
5 stars? Who got 10
No,
5
5.
stars last
You
year?
just said 5 though.
No, I
I just
meant 10. We're talking about 10.
okay,
We're talking
okay.
about 5 stars, so I misspoke. We're talking about is it realistic to expect 10 5 stars in one class? That's what we're talking about. If I said 5, that's because I'm talking about 5 stars. But I meant 10 5 stars in one class. I don't see it happening anywhere in the nation. Like not just USC, nobody in this era.
Well, one, they ain't gonna never rate 10 of our guys 5 stars.
They'll knock somebody down before they give us that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So if that's the case, is it realistic to think that we gonna get 10 in one class? That's my whole point. All that takes into account.
5-star talent. It's 5-star talent now. 5-star
No,
ranking.
no. We're talking about. We're not talking about 4 stars who we think should be 5, 3 stars who we think should. We're talking about is it realistic to expect 10 5 stars or more in one class? That's what this whole thing is about.
Oh, look.
Man,
To
probably not
expect,
man.
look, Chris. To expect is different than what I feel like the potential of it is, right? What I feel like our peak can be. No, I ain't gonna expect 10 5 stars every class, but I guess this is what I'm saying. I wouldn't be surprised if we did it because I feel like we have the highest potential and bars has already been set. A&M already set the bar at 8. I feel like we could pass it. I'm not saying I expect that. I'm saying that's our recruiting peak potential, though. I feel like we could do that. I feel like we could get to the point where we could get the number 1 quarterback and the number 1 wide receiver and the number 1 D tackle and the number 1 linebacker, number 2 corner. I feel like each position we could get a top 3 type player at that position. I feel like that's our potential. It's 22 positions on the field. So if I feel like, I think every year, Chris, they give like, I think 32 players a 5 star. Like if you like top 32, that's a 5 star. I do
And
think
you saying it's realistic for us to get 10 of them.
I think we can because A&M got 8. I'm judging it. All right, look, Chris, I'm judging it off the baseline. I'm judging it off past precedent and what I think are potential. So I'm judging it, Chris, off A&M getting 8. And I just think we have more juice than them. I think we have higher potential than them. So if I think that we have higher potential than A&M and they already set the bar at 8, how am I tripping to think we could get 10, my brother?
I understand what
That's
you're
only
saying,
2
but what I
more.
don't think.
Hey, look, Chris, I didn't say 15. I just said 2 more than what Texas A&M got. I didn't double it and say, oh, we could get 16 5 stars. I just said 2 more than the bar that's already been set. And that's why it blew my mind that you think it's impossible when I'm only adding
Well,
2
there
more
again.
players to the bar.
So the misconception is I never said it was impossible. I said it's unrealistic to think we're going to get 10 in one class.
No,
Again, there's a difference.
Remember the origin of the question, though. The origin of the question really is our recruiting potential and how great can we get. And I spent it off you because you made a good point, Chris. You was like, we already at the top. We number 1. So since we number 1, how can you add to a number 1 class? The only way you can make it even better is what? Get more 5 stars, right? Get more 4 stars, get less 3 stars. The only way you can make it better is your average recruiting ranking go higher. So that's
the way you get it better is getting better talent on the team.
And what I said about getting better is that we're going to continue to have the top classes, but we're going to also include, we're going to start getting top
So all right, then I ask you.
classes. Once we win on the field, those top
so
players
look,
in the portal.
Yeah, and then I asked you, so I said, since you said the next level is dominating the portal, so I'm asking you again. So you think we at our peak right now, just in the high school recruiting phase? Because when I ask you what the next level in recruiting, you saying portal. When I ask myself, I say even dominating high school more. So I'm gonna just ask you again. There's no right or wrong answer. Do you think we at the peak for high school recruiting?
No, not at the high school level, because each class in the last couple of years, our 5 stars had to been what, above 3 or 4. But to think that we're gonna get 10 in one class, it to me is an unreal.
Okay, so let me ask you then, and I respect your opinion. So what you think it is then? It ain't 10. Would you think we can normally get like 4 or 5? Like I'm asking you, and ain't the wrong answer. I'm just asking you, like, what you think our people do?
I think in this NIL era, with the NIL area, and everybody got what they got, and all the other things. I think
you breaking up a little bit.
You're breaking up, bro. You're breaking up real bad, Chris.
So I'm driving. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now. We hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think not just at USC, but the normal around the country at all schools, and the number of 5 stars, it's going to be peaking out at 6 or 7 in this era.
We're not the normal, though.
Exactly.
Like
that was the whole base of this conversation.
Time out. Like you said, there's only 32 players.
Mm-hmm.
There's only 32 players who get 5 stars, right? Hello?
Yeah, we're listening. We hear you.
Yeah, there's only 32 players that get a 5-star ranking, right? And in this era and all that, to get 10 out of 32, I don't see that.
Okay, I respect it.
Okay, hold on. Let me go.
Hey, hold on. We gonna let him have that. I mean, I started thinking about it. This is his opinion. You feel me? So we gotta respect it.
You're gonna have one school. You're gonna have
somebody did.
Not in today's football, not in this era. That's what I think you're forgetting what I'm saying.
NIL though. They did it at the beginning. Now with everything that we have,
it's totally different now. Think about what our NIL was in 22. Think about what these other schools NIL who were just getting into it. So,
hey, Chris and Jay, hold on. I feel both of y'all. Let me get my boy Cardinal Bold up in here. I want to hear what he got to say. What's up, Cardinal Bold?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up, Cardinal Bold?
Good discussion.
Get a little heated in here. We a little passionate.
Man, it's intense.
No, Carter, you get heated. You have to tell Carter to calm down.
Because to me, I felt like you disrespecting us. You saying that look. At the end of the day, what I'm comprehending what you saying is we can't do better than what A&M did. No matter how you put it, how you articulate it, you just saying we can't do better than what they did. And I don't like that. That made me mad. I'm a Trojan. I'm a Trojan gang member. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's Trojan gang. Like, we might beat you up around the collie. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what's up, though, Cardinal Bowl? You feel me? Like, don't limit us. Like, I feel like we could, you know what I'm saying? Whatever A&M do, we could do.
I just think it's I don't want to say it's semantics, but I would say that I just think it's a choice of words. Is Chris, are you saying that shouldn't be our goal or expectation?
He on mute. Chris.
I'm sorry, can you hear me? No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that I didn't say it was impossible. I said in today's NIL, it's unrealistic to think you'll get 10 5-stars in one class. I never said that shouldn't be our goal. I never said we can't do it. I said it's unrealistic to think that you're going to get 5 stars in today's NIL era in one class, 10 5-stars.
Okay, so listen, I'm coming in late, and I'm probably gonna almost sound like an arbitrator, but I just feel like, is it possible? Yes, and I
That's
think
all
that's where
I'm saying. But is it
I think that's where
realistic? Is
Carter's
what we're
coming
talking
from,
about.
right?
Well,
Is
I
it
already said it's
possible?
possible.
Is it possible? Yes. Now, when you say it's unrealistic, to me, that just the way I interpret that is you're just saying that we should even strive for that because it's not a realistic goal.
No,
Exactly.
that's not what unrealistic means.
Let's
Realistic
look up the
means
definition. I'm gonna look up the
realistic
definition.
means it's not a great chance that it's going to happen. That's what unrealistic means. It doesn't
But
mean
if
it's
we already
impossible.
but if we already established that it's possible, that mutes that point, though.
Exactly. You can articulate it better than me, Cardinal Bold. I'm ghetto.
Chris, I think
And then hold on. We have to look at too is that Texas A&M already put out the blueprint on how to do it, and then now without winning, the specific question was, if we win a championship, what does our recruiting look like? And I'm like, oh, that's gonna be like we go get who we want. I don't even think it's we get who we want. They're gonna flood into the SC gate like no tomorrow.
You feel me?
They're gonna be like, oh,
so
recruit
many
me.
great players.
Them. Like I want to go to USC. I went on the visit out there. I went to Redondo Beach. Oh no, they took me to Malibu. Oh, I live right down by downtown LA. Oh, I can have a skyrise apartment. Oh, everybody over here has Mercedes Benzes and BMWs that are kids. They're all getting paid $500,000, $250,000 a year and more. Like what? Like I'm going to SC, and they live in LA. And they got the greatest education, and the fact that they have somebody who sits down with you and helps you with your money, so you can be able to keep your money long term, because you may not make it, which most kids don't, to the NFL. That's a win-win. That's like when Carter was talking about those 66 things that Chad Bowden went over. That's how they getting the kids. They showing the kids the long-term game. It's always a long-term run in life. Everybody know that.
I think the last point I would like to just say, and this would probably be a little detailed, but if that was a goal, you guys, I just would want to know what are the percentages of the 5 stars that come out of Cali. Because if we go by the percentages, let's just say 2028, there's 4 5 stars out of Cali. Well, then I would feel really realistic that we can get those guys.
Fact.
So, I mean, we know Florida, Florida got some great athletes. In fact, great athletes can come out of anywhere. But if we can lock down Cali, then we can already lock down a good percentage of 5 stars. Especially
you could get 4 to 5 out of Cali. Let's say you go down to Texas to get 2. You go get 1 out of Florida. You could go get a couple out of the other states. Bam, that's 10.
Yeah, I mean, I could like I said, I see where Chris is coming from.
It's not gonna be an easy
challenge. It will be a challenge.
Yeah.
But I think the fact that we established that it's possible, I think that kind of, I think that's the core of the conversation. Is it possible?
But Cardinal Bowl. The question was, if we win a championship, could we do it? Like, well, no, not. If we win a championship, I think it changes the whole narrative.
Oh, if you win a chip, it's on and popping.
Well, no, it's not. No, it's not just one championship. We got to win multiple championships, some back-to-back type stuff.
Okay.
Just look at what Indiana did, and I mean, not in recruiting.
Let me hop in real fast because I gotta go, man. I'll be on later. We can argue later or debate, whatever you want to call it. But to Cardinal Bowl, how many 5 stars out of California in 2027? I mean, 26 in this class we just took. How many 5 stars was out of California?
I don't know. That's the percentage I would like to know. I mean,
there was none.
Look, I'll tell you about that.
Chris, time out. There were no 5 stars.
It depends what night. Dante Wright is a 5 star.
I just looked it up.
Honor is a 5 star.
They got him listed as
Honor is a 5 star. How you gonna say
no? I just looked it up. For the class of 26.
Five, though.
You're talking 27. I'm saying the 26 class, the class we just took.
I think Carter's trying to call out the
okay,
fact that it's increasing.
I'm out, but hold
what we're
on.
doing.
But we didn't have none. We didn't have none. So that whole
We just
notion
grabbed
of
one.
taking the 5 stars in California and all, you still gonna have some, some work to do. Because even though
How
there's great
we
players,
Lou Wayful
they
wasn't a
don't.
5-star? Lou
Who?
Wayful wasn't a 5-star?
I said
He said out of
Lou Wayful.
California,
Out of
though, Carter. California, yeah.
So Bowman was a 5-star, right? And Pepe,
Bowman,
right?
yep.
Was Pepe
Yep.
and was
Hey,
Pepe
They
Chris,
wasn't.
and Bowman
Pepe
5-star?
wasn't a
Bowman was
5-star.
definitely a 5-star.
Okay,
Hey,
so that
Bowman
so that
wasn't
means
a
not.
5. He was the number 1 ranked type. All right, look. All right, Chris,
I didn't
before
say
you
he
get out of
wasn't. Listen
here,
to what I'm
I
saying.
want
Just
to
listen to
read
what
you
I'm
the
saying.
definition.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. I wanted to know the total number in that class out of California for just what he said for the percentage wise, right? We name one, so that means 9 would have to come from the outside. But anyway, we got. I'm coming. Hold on. Okay,
I thought
I gotta
Pepe,
go.
but
It's
the
been
old
good.
lineman was a 5-star.
It's good. It's been good,
hey,
fellas. Man, I hate to hop off. I got to run. But I did just want to say, hey,
business.
appreciate, huh?
Hey, Chris, check your email. I sent you the
Yeah,
email
that's
for
what I was about to shoot you out, Jay, man. So appreciate it, and make sure you get your business stuff out there. I see on Instagram. Y'all holler at Jay. He got some good stuff. I've been seeing it.
yeah. I appreciate that, my brother. But yeah, I got you the ticket. No worries, you're locked in. We'll be at the 50 right there. Carter already know
Yeah.
where we're sitting at. It's all
All
good.
right, I gotta hop. I gotta do some family stuff because we'll be on later tonight. So I need to do what I gotta do so I can do it later. But Carter, make sure you hop on. We'll finish this.
Yeah, I mean,
All right, bet.
I would say, is it a goal of ours to try to beat the record of Texas A&M? I would
No.
probably say no, but I feel what you're saying, Carter. I mean, when USC is running at full steam, we're a Lamborghini, man.
They get what they want.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they get what they want. Like they
Look,
okay.
Put it like this.
Big Mike Williams was a 3-star.
Put it like this.
But we wanted
if we ain't striving and achieving, we gotta strive for stuff like this and try to achieve it and believe we could do it. If we
Without a
believe we
doubt.
got unlimited potential, which we do, I'm being modest. Then I'm being modest. Then we should be looking to get the number 1 player at each position.
Right.
Hey,
Why
Carter.
not? Why not aim for the stars? Why not? And look, I just want to read this definition of unrealistic since Chris kept saying unrealistic. It's a not realistic, inappropriate to reality or fact. So saying it's unrealistic is like saying you being inappropriate, like you saying some dumbass shit, like you being disrespectful to our IQ. It say unrealistic mean inappropriate to reality or fact. So that's why I went off when Chris said we couldn't do it, because he basically said what that means is that's a fantasy. Why you even thinking about something that can't even happen? Inappropriate to reality. That's what that means. Like, why you even thinking about something like that?
Hey, answer y'all question, man. It was 6 5-stars that came out of California this year.
Okay. So music.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So check this out, you guys. There's 6 that came out of California.
Right.
Now, of course,
you
some of
grab
them
4.
probably went somewhere else because they were offered maybe their dream school wasn't USC, or maybe the NIL package was good for whatever the reason. Now, we win a national championship.
They
would have
coming.
way more leverage to get those 5 stars to stay home.
Well, that's
why
you know
I said,
what,
that's our.
You know what leverage is given?
5 guys right there.
Yeah, the leverage is given because of the winning, and then also one of the things I wanted to make a point out. Now, I'll talk to Chris later, or we can talk about it later. Is the fact that what happens is the revenue increases. See, when you get these donors, don't think for a minute these donors. I mean, they're donating money, but they're not getting some type of return on their revenue, or they're the fact that they're donating the money. They're getting the return. You go win a championship, I'm telling you, the memorabilia is going to sell. The stadium's going to be packed out all the time. You're going to have, everybody's going to be talking about SC all over SC's a worldwide university. It's not just United States. Like it's different there, and it's going to increase the revenue for the university. So you already know from that point, the education level is going to go up. I think what is it, like $70,000, $80,000 a year, something like that to go to school there. That's going to increase because people from all over the world are going to want to go to that university because they're going to have everything there. They can be able to stay on campus. They can live by downtown LA. They can go by the beach. They can have. They can go to all the sports, all the sports stuff. Girls basketball's good, baseball's good, football is amazing, which is the number one sport. I mean, to me, it's like a no-brainer. Like all that money is gonna pump into that campus, and then all they're gonna do is they could just be like, oh, okay, Oregon's offering you this much. When we were losing players before based on the money, that's not happening right now, and it won't happen before. But the number one thing that we have in our back pocket is Chad Bowden, who knows how to negotiate.
And he has the right ambition, like Carter said. We're gonna think big. Listen, this is how big I'm thinking. I want to get Ryan Coogler to start getting these brothers in some of these movies.
Right,
hey, my bad. It was 7 5-stars. I apologize.
And we win a national championship. If we get 4 of them, all we gotta do is get 4 from out of state.
And then let's say you win in ships. Now you go do a special on Netflix.
And here's another thing too, and this goes to your grander point. Think about how much money will be generated at a playoff game at the Coliseum.
Facts.
Do you know how many celebrities, alumni, everybody gonna want to be at a playoff game at the Coliseum?
Hey, bro, don't let them do something super ignorant like have Snoop Dogg roll out to bring the team out in the 6-4.
Dude, a playoff game at the Cali will be it.
You know what I mean? Like people
won't even have to go to the game. They could just be at a taco shop around the corner.
Fact. Yep.
Hey, but check this out though, man. All this hype this and all this motivation stuff like that is all because of one dude, and that's Chad Bowden. Whatever USC has to do to retain this guy and the president too, by the way, she made the hire. But whatever they got
the AD.
I'm sorry, the AD. But whatever they need to do, they need to make sure they keep him because he is the piece. He is the engine that's pulling the train. Because
he used to live in LA for quite a bit of time, and his favorite team was USC. That's the music that Lincoln Riley didn't know about.
And that's what they didn't know about when it come to Cohen, the AD. She was up in Washington, but she was like, I could go to SC. Like I grew up down there in San Gabriel Valley. Like I get, probably wanted to go to SC. Like a dream. That's a dream job. Like you put total more into the perspective of you having your dream job.
But this is why I tell you all the time, man. Because you know how I feel about that guy. I'm not gonna say it today. I don't feel like it. But he's not USC blood, and that's the thing about it.
He's gonna be okay though.
He will be. Hey, he will be.
Right. He's gonna be okay.
He's earning his stripes.
He has a lot to prove this year. Like I said again.
Music Baby High. Did you hear what he said? Did you hear what Lincoln Riley said? Like before, after he hired Gary Patterson, he'd been reaching out to Gary Patterson for a number of years. So he looked at him like a mentor. He looked at Gary Patterson probably how he looked at what's the Oklahoma coach before him?
Stoops.
Gave him the keys. Huh?
Stoops.
Yeah, he looked at him like that, but probably even higher. Like, hey man, you gonna come over here? You got a amazing defense, but you coach the whole team. Like it's been words like all over that Lincoln Riley's like more like strenuous and harsh and like more on point, like telling the kids like where does that come from? That comes from great in life. In order to be successful, one thing that you always need and what separates the people who succeed highly and the people who succeed just on a minimum level is mentorship.
Well,
you get to talk to this dude every single day.
Well, I kind of think, what's up?
Music. I know how you feel about him, but this is what we're saying from a positive standpoint.
Right.
He's earning his stripes.
Fact.
He's fell on his face, right? He's had the Caleb and lost to Utah. That's why he was hyped when he beat Iowa in the rain. That's why he was hyped when he brought Michigan. He's earning the stripes. The only way he can ruin his blood type with USC is if he bones out and goes to the NFL on us.
They're giving him. They believe in him, dude. SC believe in him, bro. That's why they gave him a $32 million house sitting on the top of Ranchos Palos Verdes. Okay, let me tell you that. Okay, not only did they give him the house, they bought out his house in Oklahoma, and then what he does, he turns back, and I'm sure we can all agree, if anybody's been following all the channels, like even from Carter and everything, what has he done every single year? He brings those kids from high school and the kids to his house. He's been having the luau at his house. The summer, like, he does it like 3 weeks in a row. Nah, come to the house. That's like an open book right there, man. That's like somebody who's genuine. Like, hey, man, we may not get it right now, but this is what we're building.
But see, this is the thing though, because I'm not trying to be negative here, but I might have to. So let's say Lincoln Riley doesn't do his job this year. Like there's not any more good candidates out there right now that could probably take his place. You know what I mean? I'm not saying Lincoln Riley's a bad coach, but he's not a winning coach, and that's what really bothers me about the whole situation. Because USC has too much talent, man, not to be winning. You know, the playoffs is making the playoffs is cool and stuff like that, man. But losing your bowl games, losing to Texas, TCU. Losing to Baylor, losing to Tulane. Losing those games, man, that means something to me.
That's without the talent level, though. That's without the talent level. And then that's why when you hear that kid talk today, he getting more heady players. He getting kids who got a lot better head on their shoulders, who understand that, who more cerebral when it comes to being able to play. Not only being able to play, but they're also conduct themselves a certain way off the field. They conduct themselves a certain way in practice. When Lincoln Riley, one thing I respect about Lincoln Riley, and I can say this for sure, is like we've seen since Lincoln Riley has got on campus, these players don't be getting in trouble. So they don't like.
That's a good point.
Like there's a lot of players, especially in Clay Helton and all that era, just because they was taking players just because they were a 5-star. Just because they're a 5-star, they were taking them. But they're not doing that no more. They're like, no, you got to like really have a heady, you got to be able to know what's going on. Like, and bringing, especially you really have to have a kid with a head on his shoulders. If you're bringing him from Connecticut, if you're bringing him from Louisiana, if you're bringing him from, New Jersey, if you're bringing him from Atlanta. It's like we could just get the talent. Yeah, that's great. Everybody looks at the talent. But when you also want to keep them, and when you get the heady players, they understand the power of the education of it. Right. Just the education alone got you set for the rest of your life. Look at like somebody like Seward Cravens. Well, he did like 4 or 5 years in the NFL. Look at him. He's like blasting all over ESPN now. You look at somebody like Cody Kessler. Cody Kessler, he went to the league just for a couple of years, right? But Cody Kessler was just like he was an average quarterback. And he's from the city I'm from, which is Bakersfield. But look at him. He's blowing up all on social media with everything he does. Like, even look at Max Brown. Max Brown was there 3 years, lost his job to Sam Darnold. And, like, he's still, like, SC, and blowing up all over social media. It's a different type of game. It's a different type of understanding. Like, the alumni base really got
Hey, officially, though, like, I think we had we had 6 5-stars in California last year.
There was seven.
Who name the 7? Because I'm looking right now. I know Brandon Arrington, Chris Henry, Richard Wesley, Mark Bowman, Cody Green, and Ryder Lyons.
Hold on. When Chris Henry was a 5-star, right? You think him?
Yeah, I said him. Brandon Arrington.
But he's not even from here, really. Realistically, like
he's not much.
So that's why I brought up the percentage of 5-stars. So when we look into it, music, not only do we look at the 5-star, we also got to look at the position, right? Because if we have 4 5-star quarterbacks, we're not going to get all 4 5-star quarterbacks.
No, right. The positions were spread out last year too. It was a quarterback,
It wasn't because Chris in the comments like, oh, you gonna have 5 stars at the same position. Not necessarily. Because these 6, it was a quarterback, offensive tackle, tight end, an edge, a wide receiver, in a corner. All 6 played different positions.
Carter,
and here's the other thing, Carter. Here's the other thing, Carter. If we win a national championship, that means our defense played well. We always have a good percentage of getting 5 stars on the offensive side. Yeah. If we win a national championship and the defense is popping, then we got more leverage to get those 5-star defensive guys because they're the main ones that always leave California.
Yeah. Hey, Carter, that number 7 was Devon Benjamin. He's a safety out of Oak Christian. He went to Oregon. He was the 36th player in the country, position ranked number 4. So Devon Benjamin, he was a safety.
I'm very well the kid. I seen him play. He wasn't the highlight of that team. That's just something to where. Well, I don't want to go into the politics of it, but I'll leave it alone because we got Deshaun Rideau, but we didn't get him.
I don't even see. I'm looking on Rivals. I don't even see Devon Benjamin even in the top 10.
Yeah, I'm looking on Stackers. I'm looking on Stackers, whatever that is. It says the highest rated class of 2026 football recruits from California.
So you just preach your own point.
I'll take it. Look, I'll take it. So okay, that's 7. So I'm gonna say this. Look.
In the future,
before Chad Bowden leave USC, he gonna get a 10-piece nugget of them 5 stars. I believe it even more the more I think about it now. Like, we gonna get that, brother. Especially if we win. Especially if we win.
You got to keep him happy, though. That's the key. You got to keep him happy. He is the piece.
I would give Chad Bowden a Lincoln Riley type contract.
Hey, Music.
He's like 30 something. He's super young, maybe even the 20s, like late 20s, early 30s. Like he's not going nowhere.
So here's I think he's 30. But so Music. This is another thing of why we're positive about the situation. We got our head coach in his early 40s.
Oh God. Go ahead.
We got a GM in his early 30s.
I believe in that.
The only thing that's going to take Chad Bowden is the NFL, and nobody would be mad at that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So the NFL would be the only place that he could go.
No, he can go to baseball too, because his dad was like wasn't his dad like the top baseball GM? That's how he learned the whole GM game.
But
he came here because he wanted to.
There's no better job than the USC though.
Exactly, and he says it.
We gonna match whatever NFL contract we gonna match. If we smart, he's not going nowhere. I would give him a Lincoln Riley type contract, 10 years, $100 million. Exactly. I sat down and listened to him talk. Like that's another thing that why I got this confidence, man, is because I sat there and listened to Chad Bowden, man. Like Lincoln Riley, he came up and he was talking first. And it was cool, like he commanded the room, you know what I'm saying? But when Chad Bowden got up there, I was just locked in. Like what he was saying, I was just on every word. The plan that he got for our players, the way that he developing them, he was just showing us slides and shit that they do that nobody else do. He was just showing us slides and shit of how we putting in more works. We did 66 more things as far as player development than we done last year. Like if you a parent or a kid, and what Chad Bowden told me, I would feel no choice but to go to USC. I'm just telling you the truth. Chad Bowden is the gym in the room. Because I had a chance to listen to both of them talk. No cameras in the room, no media, no bullshit, politically correct answers. Just the real. And Chad Bowden, if he recruiting you, I don't even see how you tell him no.
Hey Carter, you know one of the things you brought it. You're bringing up a great point. And I don't know if y'all will agree with me. I'm probably sure you guys will. That's what makes Lincoln Riley's job easier.
Mm-hmm. And everybody's job easier now. Look, everybody's job. Not to even cut you off, J.A., but look, everybody's job is easier. So Lincoln job easier. Gary Patterson job easier. He used to be in head coach. All he got to do is focus on the defense.
Exactly.
All he got to do is now focus on running the team. We even got a special team coach. Before we had a special team coach, all the coaches used to come together and spend time teaching special teams. They ain't got to do that no more. So everybody's job is easier, man. We about to take off, brother.
Carter, who made that call though to get a special team coach? It wasn't Lincoln Riley.
Yeah,
probably wasn't, man. Because he been here.
Okay,
he been here this long. I don't know though.
Oh, I know it was Chad.
I mean, who do you think it came from?
Chad. I call him Chad. Chad I trust. That's his new name.
When Chad came to SC, he came like, I don't know if you guys seen the interview. You know where he went, right? He moved out to Cali. He didn't even go get him an apartment or nothing like that. He came and stayed with Lincoln Riley for like a month. And they just broke down film, brought him and his family. He even talked about like how Lincoln Riley was making steaks for him and all that, so they could get on the same page.
Well, you got
to say Lincoln Riley doesn't have a big part in that.
Yeah, but listen, but you got to do that to impress your boss, though, because guess what? Your job is on the line. Remember, Chad Bowden hired Lincoln Riley.
Yeah, but this is why I disagree with your point, and it's not necessarily a USC thing. When Nick Saban was winning all those championships, look how many stacked people he had around him.
Exactly.
Nobody knocks that from Nick Saban. Nick Saban
had Kirk Signetti. He had Kirk Signetti with him.
He had head coaches hanging around him.
Jimbo Fisher.
You want me to take down a notch on Lincoln Riley because he has Chad Bowden when Nick Saban had 7 head coaches around him?
Okay, well, hold on. So check this out. So when Lincoln Riley first came to USC, he'd had to bring Ocean's 11 with him, did he?
Hey, listen, we established that was a mistake. He did it out of loyalty.
Okay then. So that's what I'm saying.
But when he got there, his roster was a Clay Helton roster, though.
Let me steer this a different way, though. We can't even talk negative about this program at all, man. The way we recruiting, we got to put that. You got to put that Lincoln Riley shit on the ice right now, because that apparently ain't stopping these kids from coming. And to tell you, I'm on the inside of the program, and these kids love Lincoln Riley.
That's the biggest thing about
Lincoln Riley, brother. He's a good dude. I'm just saying, though, I'm giving them both their props. I'm just saying, Chad Bowden, though, that he's the one, though. And ain't no knock on Lincoln. But think about it. The higher you is up in the program, the GM is ahead of the coach. So I'm going to want my GM to have more juice and power. He got more influence and say so. Anyway, he could pull the strings that Lincoln Riley couldn't pull in the NIL when we was giving bullshit offers in the portal, offering 5-star transfer portal dudes $50,000 because Dave Emmerich asked.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a good thing that I feel like Chad Bowden is that dude, because he actually got more power than Lincoln Riley. He's the general manager.
Right. But listen,
the whole thing about this is just this is what it comes with Chad Bowden. This is why he's that guy. Is he allows Lincoln Riley to do what Lincoln Riley needs to do. You know what Lincoln Riley needs to do? Build his team, build a camaraderie with his team and coach the games and work with his coaches and work with the players. Like for him, like Chad Bowden brought the whole thing off of recruiting. Like, oh, you don't even worry about that. We got it. Or you send us, or you could send us the cut up of the player that you really like because they know it, but now it cuts down on the time. Like, like back in the day when Pete Carroll and all that was there, like Ed Oldron. Do you guys realize Ed Oldron is the one who went and recruited Adrian Peterson?
And went to prison and went to you say we get the transfer
Oklahoma. But the thing about it is Ed Oldron doesn't even have to do that. The coaching staff doesn't have to do that. They have a whole staff for that now.
Yeah, like I said, man.
I do.
Go ahead.
No, you good?
Yeah, I'm not trying to. We'll see though. Like I said, I'm glad all these USC platforms and podcasts and things are on the screen, because we're gonna have a lot to talk about when the season starts. That's why I want to hear all this talking. That's why I want to hear everything more. I want to see people breaking down film and all that stuff this year. I want to focus this year.
So I just got two quick questions for you, Music, and then because I don't want to beleaguer any other points we went over, about Lincoln. So here's the only two quick questions. So a successful season for USC to you is what's the ceiling? Is it playoffs?
I've said playoffs.
Okay, so a successful season, we got to make the playoffs. Then my last question to you is: was Lincoln Riley hiring Patterson? Do you think that was a good hire?
Carter, I'm gonna go in and go back out. All right, go back.
Yeah,
out.
I think he could have got Will Muschamp. Well, he could have had anybody he wanted to. I think he could have got.
Wait, the Muschamp that went to Texas?
Yeah. You don't think Will's a good defense coordinator?
No. Without a doubt. I'm just saying, we're building the program, right? You know what I mean? Will Muschamp, we probably would have. Okay, who would have probably been more expensive, Muschamp or Patterson?
Well, Muschamp probably more expensive, of course, but you're paying for Muschamp his winning services, I guess you could say, because he's not a hell of a head coach. He's not a good head coach. He's a very good damn defense coordinator.
Okay, so let me just jump real quick and we'll jump back. Given that Muschamp is at Texas, what's their ceiling? What's a successful season for Texas? They have to go to playoffs?
Well, they've been to the playoffs. Well, with Archibald coming back and what they got actually in the transfer portal and add to that, to me, it's going to be at least the championship game for Texas.
Okay, cool. So if they don't make the championship, we're going to revisit that Muschamp conversation.
Well, it won't be on Muschamp, though. It'll be more on Sarkisian, which is that's my guy, but it'll be more on Sarkisian.
Because you think it's going to be more offensive woes versus defensive woes?
I don't even think that, though. Because, again, Manning, this is his, third year in offense, or second year in offense? But third year, because he's been there 3 years. They got the number one wide receiver in the transfer portal, and then they got, what was that dude with the USC? He was a running back, but they had him as a slot receiver, and then he transferred to Arizona.
He was at Arizona State.
Last name Brown.
Raleigh Brown.
Yeah. So, and see how that's gonna work out. But yeah, like I said, Muschamp, well not Muschamp, I'm sorry, Sarkisian and Muschamp together, at least to the championship game.
Who has more pressure this year, Sark or Lincoln Riley?
I think Lincoln Riley does. Now, I'm not saying that because I don't like him, but I think he has more pressure on him.
Now,
because Riley hasn't made the playoffs, Sarkisian has.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why. And again, it's all about the playoffs, man. That's what this is based upon. That's why I was saying last year, and people talking about where the bowl game didn't make a matter. It did make a difference because if USC could have won on a high note, then we can come in with more. We could have came in with a lot more momentum. But we're still gaining momentum in recruiting because again, we got number one recruiting class this year that came in, and we're probably working on another one next year. So it's still momentum going on. But again, you have to win, man. These kids don't want to come. You have to win, and they want to get developed. The money is good too, but if you don't win, you can just transfer next year, go get some more money. But Gary Patterson, I'm optimistic about him. I'm not gonna say the best thing since sliced bread, but I'm optimistic about him. So we'll see what happens. I think of this season more as I call it the Remember the Titans season. Coach Boone, Lincoln Riley, and Will Yates is the defense coordinator, which would be Gary Patterson. So Lincoln only has to focus on offense and Patterson focus on defense. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and I agree with that. And the main reason I was asking about Patterson is I just feel on the arc that Riley's on, I feel it was a solid hire because he didn't go get a Grinch 2.0.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think he should get now case in point, maybe like you said, maybe Bowden or the AD were the ones who pushed for that, even though he did say he wanted Patterson. But I think the fact that he got Patterson, who's a head coach himself, I think that says a lot about the growth of Lincoln Riley.
Yeah, because you know his job, because his butters on the line every day on college football pundit or podcast or whatever talk about USC. The number one thing they say is Lincoln Riley's on the hot seat. Say it everywhere. Even some USC fans are saying that.
Yeah, I feel like most of the talk about this team though right now is the trajectory we going at. I don't hear too many people talking about Lincoln Riley on the hot seat, even if he is or not. But the way this program going, like, I ain't gonna lie, I've been even seeing it like the national channels and it's showing us a little bit more love. Mick Elroy and them, Rufino and them, like a couple dudes that usually like talk negative about our program was like, watch out for USC. I mean, it was making me nervous. Like, hold on, they talking about watch out for us. We could be the next Indiana, Miami. They talking about how we returning all these starters back. Like, look out for USC.
We're returning the most starters in the whole nation.
Yeah. So it's like they ain't. I ain't saying that if we start losing, that they ain't gonna start being like Lincoln Riley on the hot seat music. I'm just saying right now, though, that's not the talk about this team. They looking at us like we could be a sleeper this year. They like
music. Cardinal maybe bold. Carter, this is the thing. Like we looking at everything with SC. We may not, look at everything on the up and up. But see, when a lot of these other analysts and a lot of these other guys that are, on all in the media, they're also looking at what other teams have coming back. You look at Miami, like they know them defensive linemen they had was the ones who controlled that team. That quarterback is gone. You know what I mean? They know the fact that like look at what Ohio State lost. Look at what other teams have lost. Indiana, their whole team got daggone near decimated.
Well, check this out. Well, Miami got that quarterback from Duke.
That's cool. That's great. Yeah. That's fine. But that's what we're not doing. We're gonna have kids that are integrated in our program because they came from high school and they're going all the way through the program to the 3 to 4 years. That's what the goal is.
So let me ask another question then. So there is another transfer portal coming, right? Or that was it for the year?
No, portal's done.
Oh, portal. Okay. So no one players come. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. So yeah, but like I said before, man, it's gonna be a season, man. It's gonna be a season, so we're gonna see what's gonna happen. But like I said, those main games, Oregon, Ohio State, and Indiana are like those are the big three, and going to Penn State too.
Penn State trash, but yeah.
Hey, music. We got to count how many home games. I think it's 7 home games. Just get your $7 ready. I got my Venmo. I take Cash App. I take Zelle.
It's only 2 games I'm worried. It's only 1 game I'm worried. 2 games I'm worried about: the Ohio State game and the Oregon game. But luckily they play Oregon early, so we'll see what happens. And then, like I said before, with Oregon, the offense coordinator leaving and the defense coordinator leaving. That's going to be a strain on your boy.
Listen, man, all it takes is
what's up, Leon? My boy Leon up in here. What it do?
Fellas, what's going on?
What's up, Leon?
So Leon.
Listen, I ain't seen no link in the chat. I said, oh, they don't want me to come in. They're pushing me in the background. What's going on? What y'all talking about? What's happening?
Hey, I got a question though. Hey, Carter, are you gonna do a draft show, a draft live stream?
What live stream? What you mean?
NFL draft live stream. Are you gonna do that?
Oh, I ain't thought about it. Matter of fact, I am.
No, Carter, that sounds familiar. You should do a live stream. We talked about that. We want to see where Mekai go. Lane.
Right.
Yeah. Really give a breakdown on the players and stuff like that too. But yeah, definitely see where Mekai Lemon is going. I think he's the top 3 pick, but they got him slipping a little bit, so we'll see.
Hey, and they said Mekai's going to show up too, by the way.
Yeah, he's gonna be there. They say he's gonna be there.
He's gonna be there.
Yeah.
And you guys know there's a roll of the dice too. When you want you don't want to show up and not get picked up.
No,
you already know he's going first. We know he's going first round, but it's a matter of
you going first
round. For him to be like where he goes.
Yeah, that's the problem. You see where he goes, man. But the lower he goes, the better place he'll be at. So you don't need to go to the Jets or
the two teams I'm here are the Giants and the Rams.
Right.
I heard the Raiders too, though.
The Raiders got 2 first-round picks.
I heard the Raiders. I heard they were talking about the Raiders as well. So
hold on, they got 2 first-round picks. The Raiders got 2 first-round picks.
If I was they have the number 1. If I was the Raiders, I'd take that first pick, and get rid of it and get 2 first rounds for that guy.
Right, I would too.
Well, they gotta have a quarterback.
You would do that, Leon?
Mendoza's not the truth like people think he is.
Mendoza's not a quarterback. I would spend a first round draft pick on.
Hell no.
Hey, hold on. I felt the same way until I watched them goddamn playoffs games and he was dropping dots. Dudes covered, he dropping bread basket.
So
I changed my mind on Mendoza. I'm like, hold up. These dudes is covered and he dropping dimes. He putting them where only the receiver can get it. Them Indiana receivers wasn't getting great separation. I'm taking Mendoza. I had to change my opinion on it.
Here's the thing.
Carter, at the number 1 pick, though?
The Raiders have a lot of needs. A lot of needs. Quarterback ain't this isn't one of them. So for me,
and I'm just saying,
I think hold on, let me finish. There's a team in the first round that has 2 first-round draft picks. I'm taking that first round. I think it's who has the number 2 pick. I think that's
Cleveland
the team.
might have 2.
Yeah, I think there's a team that has 2 first-round draft picks, and I think that who has the second pick in the draft?
It's the Jets. The Jets got 2 first-round picks.
The Jets have 2 first rounds, so I'm taking that second and the other one, and I'm filling some holes for the Raiders.
But why would you do that? Though the quarterback class will be better next year.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't take Mendoza.
So you're gonna go with Kirk Cousins?
For right now, yes.
You a Raiders fan?
Yes, I am a Raiders fan. Yes, I am.
Okay.
I'm a Raiders fan too.
Oh, Miami got 2
I'm a Raiders fan too.
Well,
I hear what you're saying, Leon. The only thing I would say is when you obviously there's a risk, right? Everything you do in the draft, there's a risk. But if Mendoza could materialize, you could have a young running back. You got the tight end, and you can have a good quarterback. That's risky.
Did you hear what you said? If Mendoza, which means that he ain't a guaranteed thing. So no, I'm not ifing nothing.
He has a good quarterback too. He has Kubiak.
No, I'm not taking Mendoza. No.
Man,
no,
I'll take it because just like you said, Cardinal Bowl. That's a great trio. That remind me of Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, and Michael Irvin. I got me a great quarterback. I got me a great running back, and I got me a tight end. Like I know he ain't a wide receiver, but he probably the best tight end when he healthy. But that's a cool. And look, the Raiders look, Leon. We gonna suck again next year, so we always gonna have draft picks to deal with and trade with. I just say this, look, Leon. I took a closer look at Mendoza, and he nice. He is nice. Now, if you feel like you still want to attack the depth now and don't attack the depth in the second and third and fourth and fifth round, like the NFL got 6 or 7 rounds, so that's when I'm attack the depth. If I think he gonna be a top 10 type quarterback, I'm gonna take him because them don't grow on trees.
Hey Carter, you have difference makers on defense in that first round. You go get that outside linebacker from Ohio State. I forget the boy's name as the second overall pick, and then you go get
Leon. I'm not doing that.
And then you trade down, and you can also
linebacker. Hold on, I'm not drafting a linebacker with the second pick unless he Lawrence Taylor or something. I am
The
not
dude
doing
from
it.
the dude from Ohio State is Lawrence Taylor. Who are you talking about?
Well, if you tell me that, hey, I ain't gonna lie. You talking about styles, and I ain't gonna lie, Leon. I was watching the whole Iowa State game, and all I kept thinking is, who is number 0? This dude is a maniac. Like,
exactly, that's what I'm saying.
He is, but at number 2, though, I'm like, ooh, he better be Lawrence Taylor. Hey, look, Leon, look. If I'm the owner of the Raiders and you talk me off that quarterback to get Styles, his career, your job is gonna be on his career. He better be the next Lawrence Taylor. If I pass on Mendoza, especially if Mendoza turn around and be a top 10 quarterback, you better be sure.
Carter, you go get that boy Styles, and then you got the number 12 or 13, I forget what it is, and then you turn around and get a Mekai Lemon, or you get the safety from Ohio State.
Yeah, Caleb Downs. You get him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You
get Caleb Downs, bro. That takes your whole secondary.
You got Caleb Downs, Styles. You got my man at running back. Yo, come on, bro. You get a quarterback next year. And the quarterback class next year going to be better than the quarterback class this year. Come on, bro.
I'm going to see where the Raiders should trade that pick at, because I'm looking right now, and actually Miami has the two picks in the first round too. If I was Miami, I'd trade up for Mendoza, because, by him being Cuban descent, he'll fit down great in Miami. And then, like I said before, the Raiders can get the number 11 and 30th pick and maybe add a second round in there for next year or something like that.
Look. No, go ahead. My bad.
I was going to say, so if Mendoza came out of next year's quarterback class, would he be the top quarterback in the class?
No.
Wait, who's better?
To be honest with you, I think Jay Miles.
No.
To be honest with you,
Dante Moore.
Come on now, no.
With another year of progression, for sure.
You talking about Jay Maiava? Jay Maiava's only a junior. Mendoza was a 5th-year senior, right?
Did y'all watch the playoffs?
Almost 6 year.
Did y'all watch the playoffs?
6 year? Oh, he like 30. Come on, bro.
Stop. Mendoza's a gamer, man. He's a gamer.
Hey,
he is a gamer, though. No, he's a gamer. He's a gamer.
As a first round, go ahead,
Let me say two things. I hear you, Leon, but I would need more than that. I need 4 picks for my number 1 pick. I need 2 first rounders and 2 second rounders, or a second and a third. I need like 3 or 4 players. I just ain't taking 2 for 1, especially not over a quarterback. Especially if I believe. I know, Leon, you don't like him, but it seems like the Raiders like him. So if I like him, it gonna take more than 2 picks. Tom Brady do like him.
Carter, I didn't say I didn't like him. I said I don't like him as the number 1 overall. There's a difference. I don't see me taking the number 1 overall pick when there's difference makers on defense, and we all know the Raiders defense needs difference makers. Crosby needs some help.
But look, Leon, we ain't doing it though, because it's already a done deal. Basically, Mendoza didn't visit no teams but the Raiders.
Yeah, he's going to the Raiders. That's a wrap. They're going to do it, but it's like you could probably there's somebody else. He's the only quarterback coming out this year, but he's not Caleb. He's not CJ Stroud, bro. Like he's not.
He's not Jaden Daniels.
He's not Jaden Daniels. Like he's not that dude. Like I don't think he's at that level.
Hold on.
So if y'all think so, y'all think so, but I don't think so.
Jay, look, then I gotta ask y'all, like, y'all only watch USC or something? Like y'all don't watch the playoffs?
No, I watched the kid play multiple times this year.
So am I tripping?
Leon said,
hold on. So am I tripping when I say 80% of his completions was darts in the coverage, throwing wide receivers? I mean, that's all I seen, brother. Was him dropping back?
And we gotta admit,
look, I'm looking. Look, it was too many times I was looking. It was like that receiver covered. And it's a completion because he dropped a dot. Like that touchdown on the sideline to number 3. Like, come on now. He was dropping dots. Y'all ain't watching. Not to disrespect y'all didn't watch, brother. Y'all didn't watch.
No, no. Let me think here. No, you know what his specialty throw is? Back shoulder. Yeah, the back shoulder throw. But he's been having those.
That's specialty to have. Because
Yeah,
that
I know,
means
but also when you've been playing with the
hold
same
on,
kids. Yeah,
that means he don't even need a star receiver. That means all
he
you
doesn't
gotta do
have
is
to when you've been
receive
playing with the same fucking receivers for 3 years.
it. Yeah.
You've been playing with the
That
same
puts you in
receivers,
line.
bro. You ain't got
Do
no
that
new
doesn't do
talent that got integrated in there. There ain't no top level talent. They move everything on a system. It's
so
a
did you
system
do
that's
that?
run at Indiana.
So you saying that's a knock on him? That's a
No, I
plus.
didn't say it was a knock on him. I'm telling you, it's going to be a whole different level when he gets with.
Look.
Oh my God, he can't
It ain't
travel.
nothing y'all can say. It ain't nothing y'all can say to override the accuracy I was seeing that dude darting. I don't care what
I
y'all
know.
say.
Yeah, it's
Y'all
easy
argue what
accuracy.
y'all want.
It's
I
easy
seen like
accuracy when you play
I
when
seen
you're
like over
25
the
years
whole
old.
playoffs, I seen like 30, 40 darts. Nick, that's gonna translate to the NFL.
I know. Well,
You
don't.
don't
I
even
mean, we'll
the
see.
receivers even gotta be open.
We'll see.
That
Carter,
how you
all I'm
ain't go
saying,
like
We'll
how
see.
that's not the top level of quarterbacking to where
Carter,
you ain't even gotta be open, but I'm gonna dot this shit to where only you can catch it.
hey Carter, let me tell you something. I
Y'all
didn't say I
tripping.
don't. Listen. You just because you yelling don't mean you're right. All I'm saying
Man,
is
look, I could play
I
the
don't like
highlights. I could play the
Carter, Carter,
highlights.
Carter,
Yeah.
Carter.
I could play the
All I'm saying,
highlights. It ain't my opinion. It's
Carter,
a fact. It's on tape. It's on tape, brother. That's why he
Carter,
going number one. That's why he talking to Tom Brady every day. That's why the Raiders ain't interviewing nobody for the number one pick. That's why he ain't doing no interviews for no other team. That's why it's
We'll
a
see.
done deal. Because they
We'll see.
seen what I seen. This is dart after dart. These dudes ain't even open, but it don't even matter. And guess what? He big and physical, could take hits, could scramble, all that.
We'll
And
see.
won the championship with 3 stars. That's why he's the number one pick.
He's a
Listen,
3-star too.
So I don't care what y'all say.
he's going number one true enough, but we're not. But what I'm saying is, will he be the best? Will he be the best quarterback next year that's coming out the draft? If he was in the draft next
At
year, would
this
he be the
point,
best?
all these quarterbacks that's coming to the college next year, they ain't played at his level yet. I ain't saying that they can't. Or look, check it out, y'all. Maybe Mendoza was on a hot streak in the playoffs. I'm gonna admit, I didn't watch Indiana all season, but I watched them playoff games. And if that was him all season, he's definitely a elite quarterback. Most definitely, unless the playoff he just got on his shit. You know, he had a hot run. We seen Nick Foles win the Super Bowl. We seen some quarterbacks go on a run and they ain't the best and win it. So maybe that's what it is with him. I'm just saying them 2 games I seen in the playoffs. I'm a Raider fan, and I was with you, Leon. I was like, hell no, I ain't taking no Mendoza. Hell no. But
I
You know,
told
you know
I
what
watched the
Mendoza is?
game and was like, damn,
He's a great
he
game
really a
manager.
baller.
All he had to do is
Yeah.
manage the game. He got top
wait.
rated.
I'm glad you said that though, because here's the point I want to link to Leon's statement, and this is kind of outside of Mendoza. I watched the NFL last year. There was a lot of talented quarterbacks. All they did was throw turnovers. So at this point, you need somebody who's just going to be at the fundamentals. Hand the ball off. Don't throw interceptions. Take the first down. At
Like
that
Sam
point, that's
Darnold
what
did
you
in the playoffs.
need.
Like
Huh?
Sam Darnold did in the playoffs. That's what Sam
And
Darnold did.
y'all talking about
And
CJ
that's
Stroud,
okay.
Y'all talking about CJ Stroud, Mr. Pick Six
Exactly.
himself. Mr.
CJ
Pick
ran him
Six
out the
himself.
game.
I don't like
And guess what? You guys might not like this, but Caleb threw that last interception. He didn't have to throw that. That game was they were about to beat the Rams.
Yeah, you're
hold on,
right about that.
hold on. Matter of fact, didn't Moore drop the touchdown pass to Caleb in the first quarter when they
Yeah,
went down and scored a touchdown? Dropped the
yeah.
touchdown right in his hands. So don't go
That's why,
blaming that game on Caleb. Caleb was
that's why,
I'm
you.
not
that's
blaming
why
it on
Florida not
Caleb.
there
I'm
anymore.
using an example of when you can do too much when you're too talented. He didn't have to choose that. When you got the playoff on the line right in front of you, if
It's
you
okay
win
to
that
dump it
game,
down.
you go to the what do they play?
They would have played the
They go to
Seahawks.
the next. They go to the next. The next game. They go to the Super Bowl. The
They would
Super
play
Right.
Bowl's
the
on
Bucs.
the line. They could. All they needed was a field goal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just getting field goal range. So
He
all
just
I'm
talking
saying
about the
is,
importance of taking care of the ball.
yeah. So all I'm saying is, we focus on the talented guy. You know who else is talented who never does well in the NFL, and maybe you guys can tell me why he doesn't? Is the guy from who was at the Jets?
Oh,
he was at the Steelers and went to the Jets. The Ohio State guy.
Probably talking about Fryer?
No,
you talking about Justin Fields.
Yeah, Fields, dude, he's way more talented than a lot of guys, but for some reason he can't hit a 15-yard out.
Fields was never an accurate quarterback. Never an accurate quarterback.
But he was
Come on, bro. We're not talking about talent. We're not he has a gun for an arm, not accurate at all. So you can't even put him in the same category.
So what's your main critique against Mendoza?
He is not the number one pick in the draft. That's my thing.
My number one pick is, just like somebody said, if he's the best quarterback. I don't want, like, we know what a number one pick in the NFL draft is at quarterback. We've seen it. I don't think it's him. It's my opinion. I didn't say he wasn't a good quarterback. I just don't think he's the number one overall quarterback to be drafted this year. That's my opinion.
And you know who they said that about? The same man that's finna draft him, Tom Brady. Tom Brady ain't got no talent. What talent Tom Brady got?
No, you said the number one quarterback in this draft this year? Or you talking just number one player?
I wouldn't grab him number one.
I think for what the Raiders need, he's their number one. I think for what the Raiders need, they need a stable quarterback.
Exactly.
I think you could trade it and get more bang for your buck.
This is what I'm gonna do.
I mean, you could trade him and get two as opposed to one.
If I'm building a team, I'm finna start with my quarterback and build around him. Build the system and players around him. Why am I gonna build my team out and try to get my quarterback last? No, I'm gonna get my quarterback and build the team around him that gonna fit him.
Well, Carter,
so I'm finna take look. Hold on, look. The Raiders, we're not that good, so we gonna suck next year too. I'm gonna get Mendoza. I might not even play him. I might develop him slow. I might make him sit his first year and tank and get another number one pick. Then trade that bitch. Since y'all said, oh, it's gonna be great quarterbacks next year. Well, I'll get Mendoza, sit his ass. We gonna tank again, and then we gonna get the number one pick, and we gonna drop the quarterback that everybody wants, and we gonna trade his ass for 1 million picks. That's when I'm gonna do it. Or I could do it reverse. I could sit Mendoza for a year and then trade his ass next year if I want. His stock ain't gonna drop. It could be around the same. I'm getting that quarterback. I'm getting that quarterback. Then I'm planning on how I'm gonna hoard picks to build around him.
Hey, I'm okay with the strategy, you guys. The only thing I question is are there free agent quarterbacks you guys want?
They already got what's his name? The kid.
They're the mentor. We already know he had a good agent.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, for sure.
But we already know they're going to sit Mendoza next year. They just gave Cousins all that money.
Any quarterback they get, they're sitting next year.
So that's perfect.
Cousins is starting next year.
Yeah.
Okay. And look, I'm finna tank again next year. And then guess what, Leon? I'm finna trade the number one pick and Crosby. Whoo! Finna get a goddamn haul.
I'm getting defensive difference makers this year, and then go get me a good quarterback next year. We rock. That's what I'm doing.
I just want to know who that good quarterback is, though.
You got. Okay,
hey,
you
look,
got.
Hey, Cardinal Bowl, they can't tell you.
I'm gonna tell you.
I might be missing some people, but I don't think it's Dante Moore. So I'm just throwing that out.
Definitely not him. It's definitely.
Okay, but you got saying. You got the kid who went to LSU. He's gonna be under the kid that went to LSU. You got the kid that went to I don't know their names, but the kid that went to Indiana.
CJ Carr's coming out next year. Jay Miles coming out next year. Is it Chambliss, the kid down South Carolina? He's coming out next year.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so there's
some guys.
You got the kid out of Ole Miss. The kid out of Ole Miss. They granted him another year. He's coming out.
Trinidad come out next year.
All the quarterbacks y'all name ain't even played at the Mendoza level yet. So it's all.
Listen, hold on. The quarterback out of Oregon, Dante Moore, would have been a top 5 pick this year. Not
Dante Moore is
not better than Mendoza.
We're not entertaining that. We're not entertaining that.
Top 5 pick this year.
We're not
Second of all,
entertaining that.
hold on. The quarterback of South Carolina, Linnell Sellers, the quarterback out of South Carolina, he would have been a top 5 pick. That's what I'm saying.
Has he played at the level of Mendoza? Has any of them dudes led 3 stars to a national championship?
So did he lead him to the championship? But then Kirk said he led him to a championship, Carter. Now be real.
They all did. It's a team sport.
No.
No. So hold on. Because y'all gonna say something idiotic. You can't knock him. He got a national championship up under his belt. He won a national championship, and he playing the most important position on the field. So if y'all just want to make a sake of argument, go against the whole logic of sports and the whole fabric of this shit, go ahead. But he's a national championship quarterback, and he wasn't throwing the ball 9 to 10 times a game either. So them dudes ain't played at that level. They didn't take no 3 stars, like I said. None of them quarterbacks. First of all them quarterbacks y'all named got better talent around them. That's one. Number 2, he took them and won a national championship. So none of them quarterbacks y'all talking about has even won a natty, and they ain't even look impressive doing it. Dante Moore shit the bed in the playoffs. Sellers ain't even been in the playoffs.
Fucking Carter, let me tell you some real shit, my nigga. They didn't win that damn championship because they have more talent.
Brother.
I'm sorry. They won that championship because they're like 3 or 4, 6, 7 years older than all the players in college football.
I already debunked that, because if that's the case, BYU and Army and Navy
no.
will win championships every year because their players are older. They go on 2-year Mormon.
Not when everybody's running off with this team. He did like that Marshall team did.
J-Dub, Sellers is shitty. Sellers is all like physical talent potential. They ain't named no quarterback that's on Mendoza level at all. At this point, it's just for the sake of argument.
We'll see. All we gotta do is let it play out on the field.
What y'all facts at? What have they done? Do these quarterbacks, do they have playoff wins? Is they playing with 3 stars? Did they go undefeated? Did they smash shit on the way? Did the quarterback have 0 turnovers the whole fucking playoffs?
I'm not saying the kid's not a good quarterback. I'm just saying he's not worthy of a number 1 pick from me. If I'm the GM, I'm like, hey.
You see, I see y'all go on narratives. Because that narrative about him was during the regular season, during the season. I heard him talking about it on ESPN. What's the dude name? They were saying it on ESPN. Oh, he's not. So I see y'all just be watching TV, brother. Because ever since they said that if you watching, he been balling at that elite level, that's why he going number 1 now. The NFL don't care about the semantics. The NFL is saying he number 1. What are y'all talking about? It ain't even no question. At this point, they all been sold because they watched the playoffs and they didn't dissect this game and he the one. You don't think Tom Brady knows quarterbacks? What are y'all talking about? This dude just win a national championship, playing flawless, having Tom Brady think you worth the number 1. The whole NFL that came, that still ain't enough. We want to talk about Chambliss and Sellers, and we want to talk about people who ain't done nothing. Y'all can have it, brother. Y'all can have it. Yeah, Mendoza, yeah. You can win a national championship, look flawless with 3 stars, and you ain't the number 1 pick. Nah, you ain't. Because we said that about you. Because ESPN said that about you week 8 during the regular season. Yeah.
Carter. Chambliss took his team to a dang on playoff berth, but I think
he's the only one. And Chambliss might break in half. Chambliss might die. Chambliss might die in the NFL. He weighed 185 pounds. He better get his weight up. He might not even last the regular season. Mendoza.
Did they almost beat Miami? Yes or no? Did they almost not beat Miami? Yes or no?
Huh?
Did they almost not beat Miami? Yes or no?
No, Chambliss is nice. He's not accomplished or played at the level at what Mendoza has played at.
Okay.
So you break down a lot of film. So I want you to take Mendoza's film this year and look at dang on Josh Hoover's film next year that play at Indiana. So if Indiana wins another national championship without Mendoza, what does that mean? Because Josh Hoover's a better quarterback than Mendoza.
I
don't know about that.
Yeah, you tripping.
Right now, if I had a game to win, I'm picking Mendoza over that dude.
Okay, check this out. Well, you look at film too, so look at film next year of Josh Hoover and see what happens. I'm just saying.
You still there?
Hey, listen, I gotta go. I think conversation. I got to. Hey, listen, Carter.
One quick question for you guys, especially you Raider fans. One quick question for you Raider fans. Probably this might not apply to Carter because he's okay with Mendoza. Would you guys want rather the Raiders go after Michael Vick?
Michael Vick?
No, remember there was speculation that Michael Vick that he wasn't gonna be with the Ravens, and they were maybe gonna be a possibility he can go to another team. Would you rather? Because I'm trying to figure out what free agent.
You mean Lamar Jackson?
Who did I say?
Michael Vick.
Oh, my bad. I meant Lamar Jackson. My bad. I meant Lamar Jackson.
Hey, they similar, like, you know what I'm saying? I get
My bad.
I'm like, Michael Vick, like, he gonna
be
coaching?
Yeah, my bad on that. Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
No, would you rather with the Raiders rather have Lamar Jackson?
Yeah, because he a sure thing. Yeah. I love Mendoza, but I know Lamar Jackson, he a sure thing. So I'm always gonna take the sure thing.
Hey, Carter. Hey, I don't read comments, man, but I'm gonna definitely read this one right quick. Man, Sellers just shitty. Just act like Miller Moss. Listen, Miller Moss will get drafted, goddamn, next weekend. You don't see Miller Moss will get drafted. Don't be shot if he be at the at the Rams. Don't be shot. Because Miller Moss is gonna get drafted. He's gonna get drafted, man. Okay, I'm not trolling. How am I trolling? I come on here almost all the time. How am I trolling? Trolling don't come here all the time.
Hey, Zachariah Branch is going to be on the Raiders. I'll tell you that. I bet you $1 for that one.
Nah, we don't need Branch.
What a Raider? Well,
Cliff Branch is his uncle. He's going to be a Raider.
So, but listen though, if they do take Mendoza this year, which look like the signs are going to point to, I wouldn't. But if they do, next year, if they do, they can get Jeremiah Smith. They can get a wide receiver. So. We'll see, man. Carter, man, I appreciate you, sir. I appreciate you, gentlemen. Hey, if you're going to do that draft show, man, I like to hear you.
I'm definitely going to do the draft show because not only do I want to see where Mekai go, we all talking about where Mekai go, but Jacoby might end up with the Bears. Jacoby might end up in the best situation.
Well, that's probably going to be a Saturday. That's going to be because the draft is Thursday, so he might be a second day pick, a Friday pick, I believe.
Oh, so the first day they only doing the first round, huh?
Yeah, first day on Thursday they'll do the first round. Then Friday they do the second and third.
So it's gonna be long.
I think the first round is like maybe 2 hours. It's probably about 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't know why they stretching out that long. Like at that point, the team should know who they want.
Well, you probably
there's trades. They got the family members there. They make a whole spectacle out of it, man. That thing will be the whole day.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people come over here, man, and do those kind of shows, but I don't really get nothing out of it because they be like, $2 to do all this bullshit. I want to hear some real talk, some real football. Because, I understand this is a USC channel, but we all love college football. So I would just love to hear other people, takes on other players that's going wherever they're going. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Other players in the draft. I'm interested to see the other receivers going too. The Cornell Tates, the dude from Arizona State. I'm trying to see what quarterbacks they line up with, what duos get created, because in them top picks is a couple young quarterbacks too up there, like Jackson Dart and whatnot. And then if you fall a little bit, you can fall in the laps of the Chiefs or something with Mahomes, the Rams. So it's going to be interesting to see where everybody goes. So I'm interested to see what the Bears go too, because I'm a Raider fan, but I be rooting for Caleb, so I want Caleb to have his little weapon. So yeah, we could just go live and we just talking ball NFL.
Hey, I'm hoping Eric Gentry get picked up somewhere, man.
Yeah, EG too. I'm happy you brought that up. Somebody gonna take a chance on EG. Somebody gonna look at him and be like, he's a unicorn. Somebody gonna draft him with a Pacific role for him.
Yeah, he's a good. I want to see also Ramsey where he's going and stuff like that. So it's gonna be interesting, man. Even some of the former players that went to USC, you know what I mean, that transferred and stuff like that. It's just interesting to see where these guys end up at and stuff like that.
You guys think Lake
What day
McCree
is
get
the
picked
draft?
up like at a free agent or something?
I think he'll get drafted.
Okay.
Yeah, McCree going to the NFL.
He going to the NFL.
all our players got invited to the combine except the Carlos Nicholson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't get that
Everybody
one, man. I thought he had a great year, and I thought he had some good, good length.
Yeah, I thought he did good for us too.
But I think being a 6'3" corner though that may convert to safety one day, I think it'll be a real good pickup for somebody. You know what I mean?
Developmental. He probably get a undrafted free agent contract.
Hey, here's the other thing too, man. This might sound like a curveball, but if your goal is to play football, I don't know why guys don't look at the CFL.
Yeah, you can make a killer over there, become a Canadian legend.
Yeah, you can have a good career, man. You know, there's a lot of opportunities. So I just feel like you got to keep playing.
But I feel like that every USC player that actually what's the name committed to the draft is going to get drafted. I just got that feeling. So, you know, even Bishop, what's it? Bishop Fitzgerald is the dude's name.
Oh yeah, Bishop Fitzgerald.
Yeah, I want to see
Ramsey.
Yeah, I want to see where they're gonna go. Also, like I said, that's what I'm saying. USC last year didn't have a lot of stocks played. They had really, really good players. It's just that the coaching wasn't there, man. So, like I said before, man, I'm just glad I got everybody's podcast written down and stuff like that. So when these games come on and you guys start breaking this stuff down, I'm gonna have my pen and pad. I might hire me a female to take notes. I ain't decided yet, but yeah,
we'll talk about this. Who's your NFL team?
I like college football more than NFL. I really do. I'm not really an NFL guy.
Too.
Yeah, I'm a college football guy because because sometimes the NFL, man, the players don't like to be want to play or bitching and crying. I know y'all some LA guys, so I'm gonna go after this. What y'all think about Kawhi? Y'all think Kawhi should leave?
Kawhi Leonard?
Yeah.
From the Clippers?
Yeah.
Man, we could spend an hour on the Clippers, man.
Well, Uncle Al, Al Horford turned back to Florida Al Horford. So I wasn't expecting that. Trust me, because I thought they would get their ass kicked.
Well, let me rewind a little bit about the Clippers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you do realize they could have had homeboy. I mean, they had homeboy from OKC.
Oh, Shea Gilders.
Do you think they managed that? They got Paul George, right?
Yeah, but guess what though? So now since the Clippers lost this year, Oklahoma City got a 12th round draft pick coming to them next year. Do they need it? No.
Yeah. So to answer your first question though, Kawhi, man, I love Kawhi, man. But he also has an intriguing career, man. A lot of injuries. He has some high points. You know, he's a Hall of Famer, but at the same time, there's a lot of the last couple of years have not been. They never got over the hump, man. And I wish they would have kept Powell, Norman Powell. He was just getting into his own, and then they ship him off to Miami.
But if you look at if you sit down, I'm gonna look at it this weekend. But I do know something. If you look at that, sit down and look at the players that came through Clipper Land, they should have been had a championship, at least one. I know when Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, Chris Paul were there, they should have had a championship. And JJ Redick, I think.
I think Lob City should have had one.
Hell yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, but wasn't Kobe around that time?
Regardless, them niggas they had a bench too. They had a squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the thing though, man. But yeah, I know this is a USC football podcast, but sometimes I like to kick other sports too.
Hey, so Carter, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Hey, music. This is the topic I'm gonna request Carter to do one day, and me and him touched on it for a little bit, and I think there were some big disagreements. I don't think college players are adults. Even though they're making all
You
that
don't know
money and
college
stuff,
players
I
like
think
what?
they have adult responsibilities, but I still think they're
Oh
young
yeah.
kids. I still think they're
Oh
young.
yeah.
They might be young adults, but I don't think they're adults just because they make millions.
Well, that's
Nah, I
why
mean,
USC. Go ahead.
nah, they is adults because we just talked about one, the Carlos Nicholson. He used to have his son at practice, brother. These are grown men. Like they old enough to
Well,
go to war and they making six figures, so they adults.
That's true.
That's tough. That's tough.
Yeah.
But the thing I like about USC, what I've been hearing, just not just on the football standpoint, but like Chad Bowden is giving these guys like financial literacy and stuff like that. And that's one of the things that's very important to these kids these days because, you know, managing your money, man. It's a lot of NFL players that go broke. A lot of people go broke, not just NFL players, but a lot of people go broke, man, because they don't have that financial literacy. So that was something that Chad was doing for these kids, man, and I commend him for that. You know what I mean? Because they're dealing with a lot of money.
Yeah, I commend them too because we're also in a tricking culture too. A lot of dudes are going to be tricking it off.
Yeah, but I hope also too they're extending it. I hope they're extending this education to the families as well. Hopefully, because you know when you get all this money, man, families be the first one to be throwing their hands out and stuff like that.
Well, you still got to deal with Uncle Sam, right?
Yeah.
Uncle Sam's still always going to be involved. And then
you
even
got two.
in California, man, California is just, you know, there's more taxes coming out of everywhere. You know, it's getting expensive to do stuff.
Yeah, yeah, but that'd be a good one. I got another topic too. Carter, we need to get you a dang on blood pressure cup, buddy. You need to take your blood pressure. We'd be hollering. I'd worry about you sometimes.
Hey, we just kicking it, man. Like, look, I'm just saying, like, first of all, y'all ghetto, so it's like y'all don't be going in order. Y'all be talking over. I be hold on, you feel? I be letting y'all cook though. I'll let y'all cook, but it get to the point. I'm like, hold on, man. Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we watching? Like, I respect everybody's opinion, but this on the Mendoza thing, like. I seen the dude performing. I was where everybody was at. I was at where Leon was at a point where I felt like, no, he's not the number one quarterback. But I remember that was during the regular season. But when these playoffs kicked around and when it was at the highest level of competition and it was at the highest moment, he performed flawlessly. So am I going to be that person that say something and stand on it, whether I'm right or wrong, just because I said it? Or am I the person that will change my opinion where new facts appear? Right? So when we judging players, their career is not over, especially a college player. So if it could be week 7, week 8, and I feel like you're not that guy, but if you ball out the rest of the way and win a national championship and look flawless doing it, I gotta readjust my opinion about you because it's all about your performance. My opinion don't matter. You ball on the field, so I'm just being idiotic. I'm just overthinking shit and trying to sound extra smart. If I'm just going to ignore what you done on the field, and it ain't like he got no physical limitations. He's 6'4", about like 230. So like. If he ain't got no physical limitations, like, what's up?
Hey, Carter, never say, man, your opinion doesn't matter, man, because you do a podcast, and, you know, a lot of people... No,
this is what I'm saying. Opinion don't matter over fact, though.
I got you. Yeah, I was
like,
don't say...
Fact, look, music make me high. If you playing at an elite level, I'm not being a podcaster if I don't admit that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So I seen him play at an elite level in the playoffs. So how can I not say he's a good quarterback?
Hey, here's the other thing. Here's the other thing, Carter. It's not even about opinion. You have a thesis. You have a theory. Like I never try to have an opinion. I always try to substantiate why I think the way I think. And here's the other thing I want to add. Josh Allen is one of the most talented quarterbacks in the world, but he's a turnover machine.
Still can't get over the hump. Exactly.
He's a turnover machine. So Mendoza, if he runs the offense the way the Raiders need it, he gets the ball to Ashton, dumps it here, throws to the tight end. They can build a team. We just saw Sam Darnold win a Super Bowl. And Sam Darnold's not the best quarterback in the NFL, is he?
But let's get Sam Darnold.
credit. Let's give Sam Darnold some credit because he was the last USC quarterback to win the big major game. That's the Rose Bowl. So Sam has always been talented. It's just that he went. It's just that he had a long path to get where he was.
But what was his knock though? What was it? What was his one thing he had to stop?
Turnovers. Yeah, but if you're playing for the Jets though, you know you're gonna make some turnover because they just awful. The Jets been awful for years. Horrible.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
So, you know, by him going to the Jets, then going to sit down in San Francisco. Well, he went to, I think, the Panthers. The Panthers. Then he went to San Francisco, which I think changed his life with Kyle Shanahan.
I think he had to sit.
Yeah, he sat behind, you know, Kyle Shanahan, learning and stuff like that. Then once he went to the Vikings, you know, he won a couple playoff games. And he assumed they was gonna keep him. You know, he said, I want this money, and now he's a Super Bowl champion. So Sam Darnold was never ever a scrub. Trust me, he made Clay Helton look really, really good. Trust me.
Well, let me give you another example then. You know the quarterback who replaced Bo Nix when Bo Nix got hurt? If he didn't turn the ball over, they could have been in the Super Bowl.
Oh, you talking about the dude that just got off the street?
Yeah. So all I'm saying is I think at this point in time, I've seen all these talented dudes in the NFL. They got the measurements, they got speed, they can scramble. But if you drop back in shotgun and you throw in 3 turnovers, 3 interceptions, CJ Stroud, what is it the main thing to say Mendoza's not at that level? You just need Mendoza to hit the first down. And that's what Tom Brady was good at. Tom Brady was good at hitting that 3rd and 12.
Man, listen. I got to read this comment again, man. Listen, Miller Moss could have won a Heisman if he ain't had Lincoln Riley. All right, I'm just telling you. If he had Lane Kiffin, he would have had a Heisman. No, I'm just saying, do what the comment said. I didn't think it would have happened in Louisville. He should have.
Put that up. I should put that comment up to get you started.
That's hilarious, though. But hey, Miller Moss still get drafted goddamn Saturday.
Nah,
why?
I don't have an issue with Miller. I think sometimes when you're a person who can't scramble, you just need that old line to be intact. And I think his old line just wasn't at where it wasn't at the USC standard. If he was playing with the old line we're about to have next year or this year, Miller Moss would probably do more damage.
Man, Miller Moss getting drafted. We need to do our buying his jersey to support him. My boy Miller Moss.
We gonna see. Yeah. We gonna see. But
look, man, I appreciate y'all, man.
I'm gonna get out of here though. I appreciate all y'all for coming through. We've been on here 3 hours holding it down. Salute the SC man, Mekai Brown. Count this as a 5-star. They moving him to a 5-star on Monday. So this gonna be what? The second 5-star we got in this class. You know what I'm saying?
And he's gonna be on the opposite end of Luke Wayful. Luke Wayful gonna get double teamed. He gonna be getting a bunch of sacks.
Man, for real. Or he gonna be getting double teamed and Wayful gonna be getting a bunch of sacks.
Yeah, it's about
to and they said Luke Wayful is the one that was recruiting him. Like Luke Wayful is the one that they sicked on him and was telling him like, I'm coming from the East Coast. Yeah, and like they gonna treat you good, man. You got any final things you want to say? I appreciate you for dropping in too.
Oh, this last thing I'm gonna say, Luke Wayful was at the Clipper game, so he saw Curry put up that 30-something points at the Clipper game. So Luke Wayful was already getting ingrained in that West Coast lifestyle where he just kicking it on a normal weekday, and he get to see the Clippers and the Warriors.
Exactly, like them East Coast kids, they like that city life type stuff. So that's what I knew we was gonna give Mekai like, if it's down to him and Notre Dame, I know we gonna win that. Just based on location. Like I know a couple Connecticut folks and the folks up there in the Northeast, like they wouldn't want to go to no South Bend or nothing.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if some of the Trojans already hit the Dodger games.
Oh yeah, they doing all that. You know what I'm saying? Dodger game, Laker game, Clipper games. Shit is up right now. Know what I'm saying? And before I go, Do you think we getting Marcus next? I know I heard something about they saying he trying to go to the highest bag allegedly. So what you think about that, and what you think our chances on him before I get up out of here?
I like the ambition of going after him. You know, it goes back to what you said earlier about Chad Bolton. We shooting our shot at everybody. We won't get everybody because some guys want to stay at home and stuff like that. But I just think that we might as well give it a shot. You know what I mean? It's better to put our bid in now. You never know. He might go somewhere and transfer or something. He might come back. You never know.
Yep, we gonna see. But until then, man, to the next one, I got a feeling I might be doing another emergency live because if we don't get Marcus, we might get the other kid, the other 4-star. I don't want to try to pronounce his last name, but I think he like a Polynesian kid. So It seems like we finna be attacking the trenches, Trojan fam, and we gonna start getting more and more selective on who we take as this class start building up, man. So like I said, Cardinal Bold, I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody that came in. Until then, man, fight on.
Fight on.
Fight on.